Okay, I think we're. Oh yeah, I can hear
Testing.
myself. All right, we're
Ah!
we're ready. Apologies for the technical difficulties, everybody.
We're all looking at the hanger.
And and welcome to the belated 7th game in Roll Plus Fun's 3rd anniversary stream, Crescent Moon. We are raising money for Black and Pink. You can type !donate to pull that up and go check it out. It's very cool. Organization. I had a whole thing, but we're starting to get low on time, so I'm going to speed up a little bit here. I'm Wyatt, pronouncer he, him. I am going to be the moon for this game, which is basically the GM. Crescent Moon is a game about playing brave children exploring like a strange dreamscape. And we are going to be doing a very like Narnia or like Peter Pan style thing with the Stranded playbook. Okay, I'm gonna let the players introduce themselves now. Starting with you, Carter, if that's good.
Sure. Hi, my name is Carter. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at Dismal Orient. That's lowercase d, uppercase O.
I'm Kris. I use any pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at KNALLISO. I don't do much there aside from tweet things about how I wish the world were better and sometimes draw swords. Yes. You can also.
Perfectly good
Oh,
uses.
wait, I forgot I actually have a plug. You can also listen to me, not just me. I'm only in a little bit of it. In the podcast Breathing Space Fading Frontier, if you like anti-capitalist queer space cowboys with lots of
hell
found
yeah.
families. And the second season started yesterday, Friday, March 4th. So there are new episodes up. Go listen to them. Cry, feel things, marvel about the wonders of outer space. That's me.
Oh, yeah.
It's very good. I cried. Cindy, you're up.
Psst,
Hello?
Cindy.
Oh god, it's happening again.
Is it happening
No.
I don't know what's
Does the
happening
curse
again.
continue? I'm shifting everything about this, what this game is going to be about. It's now about battling the tech gods. Oh,
Hello, Cindy.
Oh no.
No,
I
we
think
can hear you. Hang
we
on.
can hear you now.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hi, I'm Cindy, she, her pronouns, and don't find me on the internet. Thanks.
Reasonable.
And I'm Xander or Septimus. They are he pronouns for me. You can find me on both Twitter and itch.io at Cosmic Kaiju.
Excellent. Okay. That's everyone. We did a whole big ol' session 0 for this game, figuring stuff out, which I have summarized in some fanciful language, which I will read now to get us all into a storybook mood. Once there was a group of ordinary children, friends who lived and played together until one day they stumbled upon the gates of Daydream during their time of opening and were scattered to the four corners of a star-showered sea in a strange new world. Though they each met new family and friends, none of them could forget each other, and one by one they set out to find their old friends again, traveling the moon roads from island to island, knowing that the tide would bring them together again, as it does all lost things eventually. Find each other they did, and as a group went on so many adventures, until word of their deeds spread and their names were known as loyal and bold throughout the land. Along the way, they discovered a terrible truth. The moon is growing distant in the sky, the tide slowing, the moon roads across the water that they spent their days traveling becoming thin and unreliable. Soon the waves will become still if nothing is done, and so they vowed to put a stop to it and bring back the moon. Along their path, they met Primrose, the pirate queen, a human girl like them, and her froggy crew. They retrieved for her hat, stolen by the anglers beneath the waves, which she had been cursed to never go beneath, and in return she gave them each gold from her buried chest. But, unbeknownst to her, she gave them a much greater gift, a small boat the size of an apple, borrowed by one of the children. Just a toy to play with, nothing she'd miss. Little did they know the trouble they were about to cause. So yes, we open today with you all having just gotten your various rewards and treasures from Primrose, coming through out of the foliage on this particular island back to the ocean to start traveling across the moon roads again. You come out onto a glittery black sand beach. Down by the water, there are some nebula fronds that are waving back and forth in the wind, trailing gas up into the sky. And beneath the sea, you can see the stars shining. My question to you is, which of you decides to have a little messing about with the boat in the water?
Oh, who took the boat?
Yeah, who took the boat? We actually didn't decide
Who
that.
took the boat?
I think
Took the boat.
my character probably did, because it looked like the kind of boat you would have in the tub. It looked
Fair
like
enough.
a toy boat.
Yeah,
Also,
it
you are
absolutely looks like a little toy
probably-
boat.
You're also probably the sneakiest of us.
Yeah. Slightly klepto.
Who is this that we
Slightly
were
confused.
talking about? Because what I was going to do here is have us introduce each person's
Oh.
character as they describe a thing. Would you like to describe Margot a little bit, Cindy?
Yeah, sure. Margot is a wild child. Her upbringing is Russell of the Forest, so I believe that means that she grew up, like in the silence of the forest. I can't remember the description, but
I think you had like
so-
some animal friends who helped you, but more or
Yes,
less
yes.
you're a very much a lone wolf.
Yeah, but so her title is Margot Friend to Wolves.
Nice.
As made obvious by your cool wolf cloak that was given to you.
And then the looks that I rolled were tiny layered belts and giant boots. Is there anything else that should be mentioned?
I don't think so. There are some other things, but they can come up in play.
Okay.
And people can see your sheet in the stream.
So should we go around or?
Let's just keep with Margot for a second as
Okay.
we see you like heading down to the water to, I guess, play with this boat. Maybe you're all like waiting for the moon road to like corporealize, and so there's a bit of time to mess around.
Yeah, I mean, it totally looks like the boats that you play with as a kid. So I figured, since we're just waiting anyways, sit down by the water and see it float.
Mm-hmm.
In the background of that, I think my character and Carter's character are like arms in the water fishing around for some delicious seaweed
For
snacks.
some seaweed.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have that seaweed.
Gotta get it.
Yeah, the seaweed here comes in all sorts of flavors. It's like, you can get fruity seaweed, you can get like tomato flavored seaweed. That's a little bit controversial, but I bet all the kids have their different preferred flavors of star seaweed. But yeah, as you are doing that, as the little ship gets put in the water, do you guys think it grows all at once or slowly? Is there a pop or is it?
I think there's a little pop, but it's just the sails first. Like, they sort of like unfurl out,
Yeah, they're like a
from
pop
this
and
little
like
tiny
a
boat.
of cloth.
And then once all the sails are out, then it goes whoop, and the rest of the boat's big too.
Delightful.
And suddenly there's an entire sailing ship. Right? I mean, it's not. There are bigger sailing ships. You got one of the smaller ones. Otherwise, it would be very unfortunate. You wouldn't be able to crew it. Luckily, you managed to get one that just so happens to be enough for 4 kids.
Real Goldilocks moment.
But,
Just right.
Yeah, you all find yourself staring at a massive sailing ship.
Ed, I think
that was unexpected.
Yeah, my character just drops the entire bundle of seaweed he was holding, and they just sort of drift out into the tide. Because what? What?
Is looking around the rest of this beach? Did someone just? What's happening? Who's it?
How did they fit all that in there?
What is this?
Where did this come from? Going up to the boat, like still on the beach. just like hands around mouth shouting, "Hello? Boat?
I
People
think
on
The
this
the
boat
was
does
a
boat?
not
toy.
answer.
This is the toy boat?"
I thought
this is
it
the toy boat.
was.
Wait, you took a boat from Primrose?
I didn't think I took a boat. It was by the box of gold.
So you
Didn't
took a toy
think
boat from
anyone
Primrose.
wanted it.
Well, should we try to give it back? I don't really know how we do that at this point. This is a pretty big boat.
I don't even know how to make it small.
Yeah, can we get the
I
water
think it folds back
out?
up.
Maybe if we had a hairdryer, we could dry it off and shrink it, but Pat's pockets of poncho shrugs.
Where are we going to plug in a hairdryer?
Oh,
That's
no.
On an
That's your
island.
first question, not who has one. Where would we plug it in?
Well, look, I don't know. Every now and then one of you pulls out something ridiculous from your pockets. If we can
Like a
if we
boat.
can like hold a fucking boat in our pockets, why not a hairdryer?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on the boat.
Is there?
I'm gonna go on the boat.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Is there like a the
Gangplank.
rope ladder?
That's a good question. There's probably a gangplank. I like the idea of a convenient gangplank like unfurling and just hitting the sand.
Yeah.
Exactly
Like the
as you
last thing
asked.
that happens, there's just like a
Yeah.
wooden creaking noise, like. "Rrrr."
Yep, exactly, just like that.
Just like that.
So
Okay,
yeah, I think
would the three of you like to describe your characters now at this moment as like everyone is rushing toward the boat?
sure. I think I'll start. So I'm playing as Ed. He uses he/him pronouns. His upbringing was by seafarers, which means he starts with swim fins and also a fishing pole, which
You
he is
probably know
currently
how boats
holding.
work.
I hope so. I hope so. In terms of description, I wrote down he has a round face, patterned socks, and smudged glasses. You cannot see his socks in this pit crew, but rest assured they are very zany starfish.
Oh, I was gonna ask what pattern. They got little like starfish and stuff on them. That's cute.
Little orange starfish. Yep.
Very good.
Yeah, and he is just pushing his glasses up his nose as he runs up the gangplank trying to get a look at things.
Do you want to go next,
Um,
Xander, or do you want me to?
I was gonna. You can go ahead. I was gonna offer for you to go first.
Sure. I am playing. My character's name is Nine. These they she pronouns. Nine is 12 years old because hello. Nine's upbringing is seahorse drivers. You know, spent a lot of time just out on the water with the herds, just chilling, having a good time, wandering the islands, and hanging out. This is the dream equivalent of being a horse girl, so it's fine. Yeah, Nine's look is a poncho patterned with clouds and braided hair tied up in ribbons.
Some very good braids and ribbons in that pit crew.
Just a chill kid, ready to go on this boat.
Yeah. And so my character is Rowan, who uses they or he pronouns. He was like his upbringing was the clockworkers, which are you know what they sound like, you know, making mechanical clockwork shit, like little just clockwork, you know. Gizmos and gears and doodads and more synonyms like that.
However, the rest of that Little Mermaid song went.
Gizmos,
Yeah.
it's who's it's what's it's galore. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, and so their look is a flowy cape, ripped overalls, and also some just big old giant boots. Just clumping their way up this gangplank behind
Good buddies.
Ed
with,
and Nine and Margot is ahead of us, behind us. I don't know.
Probably still in awe that the tiny boat that was in her hands just suddenly sprung out of the water. Like, really
Listen,
shocked.
We all run past Margot
You've
and are
seen
just
lots
like,
of weird things during your time here.
but like to hold the boat that then becomes the big
It's
boat.
true.
That's like a different. We all just like run past her and then I have to like pause and turn back. Like, Margot, are you coming with? It was your boat. Come on.
Is it my boat? Okay, yeah, sure. All right.
Well, out of the four of us, it was most yours, even though it's technically none of ours. But like, I don't
But
know.
does
I'm
Margot
sure
know
it's
how
yours
to
now.
drive a boat? What's it called?
Sail?
Sail.
Sail a boat.
Sail.
Sail a boat. Sail a boat.
Does anybody know how to do that? I
Ed
did not
kind of
grow up
does.
near
Ed
boats.
kind of does. He's never had to pilot one. He's never been like the he's never captained a ship before, but he's spent enough time on boats to like know roughly, okay, these are the types of sails you want to pull on to steer. This is what you do in like bad weather. This is how you make it go fast.
Okay, so the last one of those is the important one.
Yeah.
Yes.
All in favor of Captain Ed? Say aye.
Hi.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh boy.
The votes have it. So, how do we run this thing?
Carter, do you want to
I don't
now
even have
give?
a tab for this.
Carter, do you want to give the stream the detailed rundown on how to sail a boat that you
Yeah, how do you sail a boat,
definitely,
Carter?
totally know?
Give us step by step how you sail a boat.
is
We're
my
going to talk about this for
instructional
the next hour.
So
Yeah.
first, you pull out the magic fan you have that creates wind when you use it, so to make sure you have a good breeze.
Aha.
Wait, hold on. I have a thing for you here because as everyone is like squabbling with each other, suddenly you hear in the distance as someone blows a horn. And we cut briefly to a bunch of frogs that are running around having realized that one of their little ships is missing. So the alarm has been raised.
Oy.
Oh no.
We gotta go. We gotta go right now.
Yeah, I don't like whatever that is. Super don't love that.
Well, Ed, how do we get out
So what do
of
we
here?
do?
How do we drive the boat? How do we drive the boat? We're all panicking.
Okay. Wait, who has big arms and can man a rudder?
Margot,
I-
probably?
Margot is tiny. It's literally in her description.
Oh, that's true. No, you're
Maybe-
tiny.
maybe
You're,
not.
you're tiny but tough.
And jump very, very high.
It's fine. It's fine. We can have two of you on the steering wheel. It's fine. It's big enough for two.
Rowan was raised by clockworkers, which I don't think is particularly strong.
I rustled seahorses.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
no,
you.
it's 9. Yeah, it's 9.
Yeah.
Nine's just like,
obviously
okay, this.
Obviously,
Guess
a rudder works the same way as steering a seahorse, don't you know?
Yeah. Seahorses have rudders. We all know this.
Nine's like, I've got this. Takes out wayward knots, makes it a lasso, and lassos the rudder. I got this. Everything
You know
has
what?
to be filtered through a
Sure.
lasso.
Whatever works for you. Who's on lookout? Someone needs to be on lookout.
I'll go on
Also
lookout.
look out.
Oh, okay.
I'll go on
Cool.
lookout. Do we have a crow's nest? Do we have a little crow's nest?
Yeah, you have a little crow's nest. That's a fun thing for you to have.
Yeah. I'll scramble up there. I think you can't see much of Rowan, but you can see his cape just flowing out, sticking out a little bit above the crow's nest.
Beautiful.
You'd love to see it.
Gets up there and is just like, wait, what am I looking for? What am I looking for?
Trouble,
Anything
mostly.
that shouldn't be there.
Oncoming islands, rocks.
You see
big
some
whale.
frogs in the distance jumping above the tree line as they are trying to catch up with you.
Frogs, frog alert. They're on their way. They're jumping.
Oh, they jumping.
Okay,
They're jumping.
fantastic.
Move that rudder. Steer that rudder. We gotta get out of here.
All right.
Whatever you want me to do, sir.
Sir.
Captain is fine. Captain is fine. And Ed is still making a fucking face as he starts to whip up a wind with the fan. Does not like sir. He's like,
I'm sorry,
I'm
Captain,
still
sir.
only 10. You don't use sir on a 10-year-old.
Oh,
Oh man.
This.
Right.
Normally I would say this feels like a roll, but
what if it's
I
a run?
like there's other stuff.
There is, if you
There's-
want it to be a roll, there's that run move that's just get the hell out
There's
of
that
Dodge.
run move.
Yeah, get the
There's that
hell
run
out.
move. I mean, you're
Get
not
the
running
hell
away
out.
from a adventure. You succeeded your adventure. Technically, you're in downtime, but it is fun.
Technically.
Is
y'all
there
wanna
such thing
do a
as a
run?
group action? Can we? Yeah.
I was looking at that. There is a group action. You basically say that like you're taking the lead, and then your roll counts for everyone else's.
Okay.
The thing is a failure is uninteresting to me here. However, a partial success is.
Yeah. Is there like a luck is
Also-
not the word I want.
Briefly,
you
to
know, that
describe
blade
the
sport.
rules of this game for
Yes.
those who have no idea what Crescent Moon is, it's based on Forged in the Dark. So if you know like Blades or like Beam Saber, any of the popular ones, it's like that, but a lot simpler. There's no position or effect. Instead, it's just ground, which is like position. There's sort of squished into the same thing. There are clocks. There are all the usual things. There's heart instead of stress. It'll be fairly clear as we play.
Would it make
but,
sense to do a fate roll
I think
instead?
immediately not sure if I'm doing this game properly. What this sounds like, I
That's
kind of
fine.
like the idea of Ed rolling, but whoever wants to help here can add your friendship die, because it does feel like everyone's working together. In a way that's
Yeah.
different from guide, which is the group action, which is like when you lead others through danger. This is like everyone is working together to pilot this ship.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm obviously tossing a die at Ed for this.
Ditto.
Yelling about frogs, hopping their way over here.
Doing whatever the captain wants. Sure.
Yep, 9 also.
Okay.
Just
So I
like
think-
whichever direction you need me to go, we can. Just we're not moving, and I can't do anything about it.
And Ed, which of
Of
your
course, right.
actions do you think you're using for this one?
God.
It's probably I actually can't remember what the
Fortitude
non-abbreviated ones
or
are.
fortitude,
The one's
insight, and
fortitude.
spirit.
Insight. It's probably insight, right? Because
Insight.
you're captaining the boat.
Yeah. He's using his knowledge of boats, which I don't have IRL to I have some boat knowledge, just not sailing ship knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you were using your big old folding fan, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you will start on high ground then, because this is
Nice.
your
I have the high
your fan
ground.
I have the
gives
high
you
ground.
a considerable
Yeah.
advantage here.
Uh-huh.
So I guess start with a D8, roll 1d8, and then we'll roll the friendship die or
You also
dice.
get to
Okay.
roll. If he's rolling like with all the help from us, then that's also 3d6.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I mean. Is roll the 1d8 and then we'll
Okay.
roll the 3d. I think it's 2d6 and then 1d4 because
Oh, who is the D4?
it's a d4 with Rowan.
Oh, did I mark that
Yes.
wrong? Oops. Why is it a
Yeah,
D4?
I don't
Well,
see it with
because you
Rowan
don't
at
have a
all.
direct connection with Ed.
Oh. Yeah, I see now. I
Oh.
understand.
You and Ed are not as close as Ed is with Nine and Margot.
I'm sure we can find time to fix that. Anyway, so first
Yeah.
roll that
We'll see how
1d8,
good this roll
which
goes.
is a 4.
Okay, that's a 4. It could be better,
and
but
then
it's not a failure.
2d6
2d6.
and 1d4.
Yep.
Well, that's a
Ooh,
shame.
Wow.
Shout out to the
Yikes!
D8. Okay.
Wow.
Roll
Yikes!
within.
That's
Why?
impressive.
Um.
Yikes.
Okay. Now each of you roll your friendship die like individually.
Okay.
I got a 4.
So I roll
You
roll
roll
a
1d4,
4.
Xander.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you
5.
got a 5.
You're gonna roll.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yep,
Knew
that's.
it.
I had a
Knew you were gonna
feeling. I
roll one.
had a feeling.
Knew you were
Yeah.
gonna roll
I
one.
said oh before that came up, and I was like, I knew this in my heart.
The
I
vibes were
felt it in
there.
my bones.
Roll within said no.
Okay. So this could have gone better. I think.
You said the
How do you
mixed
want to do
success was
this?
interesting.
Yep. No. Yeah. No. Okay. So, I mean, this works, right? Like, you do your big fan. My instinct is that the boat goes too fast. Like,
Yep.
you
Yep.
literally just started, like, you were figuring out how to make this boat go
Mhm.
as you go, and you swing your big old, I guess it's not that big, but it's a big gust of wind. You swing your fan, there's a big gust of
Oh,
wind, and you just
no.
shoot forward,
I
maximum
go.
speed for this boat.
I go
Oh, that's gonna
tumbling out the
be
crow's
fun
nest
for steering.
away.
Yes, I think you're gonna fall out of the crow's nest.
Oh,
Which, like, the
No.
momentum, I don't know if the momentum makes sense physics-wise, but we're in a
Fine.
whimsical cartoon land, and it's
Yeah.
funny that you fall out of the
This
crow's
is
Do I go all the
we
way up?
are
Or
operating on
like,
Saturday morning cartoon.
I mean, this is the thing. Would you like to make a defiance roll to, like, catch a rope on your way down?
yeah. Or not even catch a rope necessarily, but like my cape catches on something would be funny.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah, I'd
cute.
love to make
Yeah.
a defiance roll. How do I make a
Okay.
defiance roll?
Good. We're getting into all the rules right here at the top. So how defiance rolls work is you mark 1 heart on your sheet per dice that you want to roll. So you could mark 1 heart and roll 1d6, or you could mark more hearts and roll a higher dice pool.
Yeah. And so I have the colored ones or the number of hearts I'm allowed to mark?
Um,
Or the
Yeah. The ones
darker
with the
outlined
solid
ones?
yeah,
Yeah.
the ones with the solid outlines are the ones you have available to you now.
Okay.
yeah, I assume that
I'll
the others
just
are filled in for advancing and stuff.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'll just do 1. I'll just roll a little d6 because that's
Okay.
still already better than
If you
you
roll
know.
1 to 3, you do still take the original consequence.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Don't want to spend these all too soon. Just falling off a boat. Yep.
There it is.
Just falling off a boat.
Oh,
Oh dear.
there he goes.
can I
Goodbye.
use my
I
breath
think.
ability to try to
What was that?
catch? Can I use my breath ability to try to catch them?
Oh, I don't see why not.
I just
You can
realized I could
sprint
have pulled out
faster
my
than anyone,
knots.
carry a heavy object, or learn to handle something on the spot. Yeah, I don't see why not. What's this look like?
Well, I see them falling out, and I think I just try to get to them before they fall out of the boat. So maybe do like an anime jump from
Yeah, it's like leap up, catch.
yeah.
Also, I think what
And do
happens,
Princess
Rowan.
Carrie.
I think what happens is your cape catches, but it's like not secured enough on your person that like you just slip out of it, and so your cape is hanging from the ropes, and you keep falling. But then Margot leaps up and catches you.
Hell yeah.
You love to see it.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I think we'll like move to get out of your arms and like do the little like dust, like there's not dust on them, but like dust himself off, like
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
Looks up at their cape and is like, hope I can get that down later.
If not, we have a cool flag for our ship now.
Only a few minutes in and already capeless.
You can climb back up and get it at
No,
some point, I'm sure.
no, it's funny.
Yeah, I think
so we're just on turbo speed now, is what's happening.
we're on turbo speed, which, as it turns out, steering steering when your vessel has momentum is a hell of a time.
9 is just back there trying to wrestle this rudder. Like, has it in like the equivalent of like you know when you get your arm around someone when you have them in a headlock, has the rudder like this and is trying to pull it in one direction. It's just no. It's like, where are we going? Which way should I push this thing?
Good
And
question.
we're just zooming
Uh,
past islands.
I think we're moving too fast to not hit things that we see.
Mm.
How do we slow down, Ed?
Well, normally you just. Well, okay, I think you can maybe do something with the sails so that we're not getting the full blast. Maybe? I think?
Oh yeah, like turn them. It's
Turn
like
'em.
yeah, like if if you take out a gear and all the gears aren't hitting, it doesn't move. So if you just move the sail, that makes sense. Can we go? Yeah, I guess Rowan will go just like start pulling on one of the ropes holding up the sails
Yeah,
to
trying
try
to
and
lower
move
the
something.
sails down.
Yeah,
Just
if you
turn,
yeah, if they're not at
turn the sails so they're not pointing at the wind, or I guess roll them up. Is what
turning them and also rolling them up, I think.
Yeah. I played Sea of
So they're
Thieves
not-
recently.
Margot will copy you.
Yeah.
Boat equivalent of Tokyo drifting.
Boats can.
Um,
Boats can. If you turn at a high enough speed, they will just hydroplane. And
Oh, it's terrifying.
No, the easiest thing to do it in is like a little catamaran, because they're just like a mesh thing. Anyways, do you want us to roll to sails?
So you do already have a consequence that is still coming.
Okay.
Oh.
Because
no.
that was not a full success.
No.
And I think I know what this is. If
Uh-huh.
you are all right with because the Tokyo drift thing is very good, and what Carter just said about the boat hydroplaning also is very good. And this can lead into a place where I want you guys to get to anyway.
Huh?
So if y'all are good with this, I feel like this makes sense.
Uh-huh.
You try to pull on the sails and they turn and catch the wind in a different way that makes the boat like skid, not skid, that's not right, but like spin to the side and like keep going. And you move around this big reef. And the way I've been imagining like the star showered sea is it's pretty misty and foggy, the way we're currently playing in the season of Amberleaf, which the book describes as, can you sense it? That sense, that sense of wondrous anticipation of things never seen before, unsettling yet oddly comforting. A shining fog envelops it all. You are Amberleaf, a moon bathed in gold, and a misty bystander in all sorts of oddities. And so rising up from the mist in a way you didn't even notice is another island up ahead. And I think you just crash into one of the docks like sideways. And
Tokyo
so the
drifted right in
consequence
there.
is your ship is going to be a little bit damaged and you're going to have to find someone or some way to repair it while you're here. But for the moment, your ship journey has been pretty swift. I think like you were skimming along for a bit, or like you went absurdly fast because you got a decent distance away from the island that you fled. And it's misty enough that it will probably take the pirates some time to find you. But as of now, you've crashed into the side of this dock, and immediately you just hear a, "Hey! Watch your driving! This wood costs good wood, you know."
Sorry, mister.
Ed just fucking leaning over the like side of the boat like They always told me to be careful with docking.
Do we have an anchor so the boat doesn't float away? Do
We can tie off. There should be ropes. We should be able to tie off on a dock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over the side of the boat, like against the dock, you look down, and the person yelling up at you is a big goose man, wearing overalls and like a flat cap,
Oh, hey, we match.
looking
fantastic. I love
kind
this man
of
already.
grumpy. I just rolled. This book has an incredible table at the back. Lets you roll for like the personality and like animal form of various wisps. Which are the beings of this world. And so yeah, I got a goose man who is very grumpy with you.
Understandable.
Understandably.
Yep, very much so.
Um.
Grumpy Goose Man.
You kids have a license for that boat.
Can we get
I'm
one?
just kidding. We don't have licenses here. Just throw me your ropes, and we'll have a talk about how much you owe us for that dock.
Oh?
Okay.
Does anyone have money?
Does-
Do any of you
does
guys
anyone-
have money?
Does anyone take money?
What's
Have a
money?
rock.
Have we used
There we
money?
go. Maybe we can just
What are we
help fix
paying?
it or do
What are we
some favors.
paying?
Never heard of that in my life.
You've never heard of a dollar?
You've never heard of a favor?
I know what a favor is. I don't know what a dollar is. That's something you can
Oh.
eat.
You know?
Sand dollar.
Technically, yes.
Oh, I
but
do
it's
know
not
what a sand
recommended.
dollar is. You know, I hear
Technically-
some places people do exchange them for goods and services, but I think that's madness.
And technically, you can eat a dollar, but doctors say you shouldn't. Also, everybody else says you shouldn't too.
Yeah, they're not good eating those
Isn't-
sand dollars.
Wait, sand dollars were
heard they're
alive,
pretty
right?
crunchy.
Like, do you eat a
They
sand
are.
dollar?
Sand is alive?
No,
Sand dollars
sand
are.
dollars.
Yeah,
There was like a little guy
sand.
once, and that's why there's all the holes in them.
Sand dollars are made
Anyway.
of sand?
No,
Anyway,
they're
I
like
can't believe I'm saying this, but both I and Ed are telling you to get off the boat.
Yeah. Is there like a way I could like grab my cape before leaving the boat and tie it
Yes.
back on?
Yes, you can climb up and
Okay.
grab your cape.
Yeah, I will do that and be the last one off the boat then.
So yeah, you throw your ropes over and stuff, and this goose man, whose name is what's my
I start
table
with
here?
a G.
I'm also
Gustavo.
yeah, Greg. Yeah, you know what, Greg the goose.
Greg the Grumpy Goose.
I have another Greg the grumpy goose. Perfect.
We love
Perfect.
alliteration.
I assume you come down on the gangplank and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited to explore this new island.
Yeah, I guess like
Funny.
brief impressions. This is like a nice little like sleepy little town is the vibe. Like as you can see through the mist, it's decently sized. There are a lot of like little wooden houses. There's a big estate on a hill to the south a little bit. And there's a bunch of other boats in these docks. There is like there's one that looks like it's made of like lashed together sticks and twigs and is full of like seagull people.
Oh, fantastic.
And then there's one that's like a big bubble that's like a boat made out of bubbles. And there's like some like clam folk that are like getting ready to bring their things off of it. And as you come down the gangplank, Greg the goose is saying, well, it's funny, you happened to show up just in time. We got a festival coming up. In fact, maybe that's how you can pay off what you've done to the wood here. Maybe help us set things up, huh? You kids look like you can do some work, set things up, you know, have some fun with the stalls, but in a productive way. You mind yourself.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah, how hard can setup be?
Ed like reflexively salutes, forgetting that he's a captain now and doesn't have to.
No, it's captain to captain salutes. It's like, you know, game respect game.
Uh-huh.
What's the side of her boat look like?
Oh no.
What was that?
What's the side of our boat look like? Like you said, it was damaged.
Yeah, so it's smashed against the docks. I think some of the wood has just been like shattered on the sides,
Mhm.
like not
So not
There's a
leaking.
dent.
currently
Right.
yes.
I'm
It's not deep enough in the water for it to start leaking. Like the docks are high up enough for the hole to be above the water line. But you'll want to get that fixed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can Margot whisper to Ed and ask, do you think if anybody has a hairdryer? Find a hairdryer at the fair?
Maybe. I don't know. We can go looking.
All right. Yeah, sounds good.
I forgot we're still trying to shrink this boat.
Uh-huh. The long quest to shrink this boat.
The classic hero's
Uh,
journey.
Forget the moon. This is our quest now.
oh,
It's a side
I
quest.
I think Rowan will ask like what kind of festival?
Mm.
Sorry, the roll 20
Yeah,
went
like,
blank on the stream, but I think I've just fixed it.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like
There
it's
we go.
fixed.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
You ask Greg what kind of festival?
Mm-hmm.
Why, the Blue Moon Festival, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe you haven't heard of it. It's Blue Moon Town,
Wait.
after all. We're famous for it.
So
we-
so like that saying?
If we look at the
Once in
sky,
I don't know what you're talking about.
blue moon?
if we look
Never
in the
heard of
sky
that.
from here, is the moon blue?
The moon. What is the? The moon is slowly turning blue. It's like right now. It's. I mean, it's.
Oh,
It's.
man.
Is the moon here white?
Like how blue?
That's a good question.
Good
Who's to say it
question.
hasn't been blue the whole time? Does it just like just cycle through rainbow colors?
Ooh.
That'd be really fun.
great. Yeah.
Gay moon?
It cycles through rainbow colors, except for blue. It only turns blue here.
I see. I see.
So like red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, purple.
Yes. That's why this place is famous for. It's the only place where the moon turns blue.
I see. I see.
So once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon.
We're just gonna
Wait,
do
so
it.
if
So
the
yeah, I
moon's
guess-
blue
I
here
guess-
all the time, why do you have a festival for there being a blue moon?
No. It's not blue here all the time. This is just the only place where it becomes blue.
So it's blue moon time.
Something to do with the atmosphere, they say, but I don't know about all that.
So the never mind. I almost said so the sky's blue.
No, the sky is black and full of stars.
So what are we setting up for the blue? Are the like blue stalls, blue food?
Some of the stalls are blue. Some of the food is blue.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's fun.
Blue berries. Blue meat.
Whoa.
Blue man?
You had me at the start. Not gonna. You had me in the first half.
Do you have blue
asparagus?
Blue what?
Do I have blue what?
Do you have blue seaweed? Does the seaweed turn blue?
Oh.
We do have some imported blue seaweed. The
Oh.
the clam folk brought it.
Ed, we
It's
gotta
a
go
rare
find
delicacy of their undersea kingdom.
Find that.
that. Ed, we gotta go find. Okay. Let's go set up some stuff, and then they won't be mad at us about the dock, and then we can just. I don't know. We should just see the festival for a bit. It sounds
We
fun.
should see the festival. Yeah.
Maybe figure out how to.
I'm gonna look
fix
for a
the boat.
blue hairdryer.
I think
Huh?
Rowan will whisper to Nine, like, do you think we're supposed to be wearing blue? I'm not wearing blue.
Nine's poncho is blue, patterned with clouds, so I think they're just like, I don't know. I guess I'm set if we are. Shrugs. Maybe we can find like
I'm sure
more
we can
blue
find you
shirts or
something.
whatever.
It is welcome to wear blue. The only thing I must request is that you do not, absolutely under any circumstances, wear any costumes. And he points to a big old
What?
sign that says, no costumes,
Like,
by order of Lady Stella.
what?
Huh?
No costumes? But it's a
No
festival.
costumes. Yes,
Have
I
to,
know.
like, any
We've had some
costumes, or
trouble with
costumes
costumes in the
like
past.
a specific thing? What do they do?
You don't want to know. He looks very
Hmm.
serious. The camera like zooms in on his face, in a very like SpongeBob or like Flapjack sort of way, with like to his shifty goose eyes.
Too much
Rowan
detail.
will look at Nine again with a very "but I want to know" expression on his face,
Mhm.
but not say anything else.
Nine just looks like returns that look with a sort of like maybe we can ask someone else expression.
Very expressive faces in this group. I love it.
Mhm.
We all just get each other. It's great.
So what I think I'm going to do is make our first crescent
Ah.
Ooh.
and
Clocks,
label
clocks,
it
clocks.
set up the festival. Let's do, I was using rye. Help set up the festival. I'm on the right layer. Let me token layer. Also, I'm now going to reveal the map of this place. Layer, token layer. Ta-da!
Yay.
It doesn't fully show up on the stream, but
Yeah.
you know, it's close enough. You can see the
That's
legend.
fine.
We might be able to
That's
see it if we
fine.
like minimize
can-
the
Yeah.
rolls until we need them.
Can you?
Yeah, if
that?
you go to the little like three
If you just-
lines
Actually,
thing on the
It's
side
on
of the roll
screen
thing.
now.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
Oh,
We got it.
beautiful.
Thank you for
Gorgeous.
There we
zooming
go.
out. Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, this is a 3-step crescent, which means it will take 3 actions, or maybe like if you can get high ground, you can tick it twice. But yeah, do you have any thoughts or ideas about what your characters get up to with helping set things up? I think you are generally pointed to north of the docks. There's a fairground where a lot of various like stalls and also a big circus tent are gradually being set up. Some
I know
people
it.
yelling at each other, like struggling with the tent poles.
I know what Rowan's helping with, and it's setting up one of those like rigged fair games.
Yeah, I have some fair games. I have some fair games.
Yeah.
The fair games
right
that I
up your alley.
have. So first of all, as you go wandering through the fairground, the first thing is a big, you know those like, the things you whack with a hammer and it's like goes up and hit the bell, like the How Strong Are You games. Well, there's one of those, except it says "How gentle are you?" and the bell is at the bottom.
What? Huh? Huh? What?
There is also a enormous like tank filled with watermelons, the
Oh,
bobbing
what?
for watermelons.
Yeah.
Watermelon. No. Shit, I want to play this IRL.
Wait, no, I guess
I
you
want
can
to play
tell.
the how gentle are you? I think I
Are
do
they
very
blue
well.
watermelons? Are they like, you know that one meme from years ago with different colored watermelons? But it's a bright
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, sure. The watermelons are different colors. Got some blue
Uh,
watermelons in here.
you
Finally,
get
oh, go on.
what if no? There's just one blue watermelon, and if you find it, you get like an extra prize, but you can't
Yeah, that's
tell
good.
which
That's
one
good.
it
I like
is.
that.
Yeah.
Currently, oh, this is the thing. They're green watermelons, but the trouble that the person running this stall is, which I think it's a big hippo person,
is having trouble, like, they are trying to paint the watermelon blue, but the water keeps, like, taking the paint off, and so they're trying to find a way of making the watermelon blue without the water getting stripped off.
No.
Oh, sorry, the water stripping the paint off.
Oh man.
God.
What kind of
Someone needs
paint?
to get them some acrylics.
There is also a ring catching game,
Oh yeah, no. Rowan's gonna help with that one.
which it's the reverse. The person behind the stall is the one throwing the rings at you, and you have to catch them on a stick.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a legit game.
I love this fair so much.
I think it's like
How
an
to catch 'em
ostrich
all.
lady running this one. Her name is
Nice,
Stanya.
nice.
What is she struggling with? Anyone have any ideas for her particular problem? Maybe the rings
first
aren't
thing that came to mind was,
aerodynamic
like,
enough.
Her.
Sorry, what was
Never
that?
mind.
Carter?
My thought was that, like, some of the rings are missing, or
Oh. I was
Oh,
thinking like
yeah.
out of shape.
Yeah, as you come over, she's like, "Are you I guess word spread quickly. Yeah, you know what? Word just spreads mysteriously
Yeah.
quickly in this town. You were going to help us, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Good, excellent.
Yes.
Some little rapscallions stole some of my rings. Would you be willing to help me find them?
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Which way did they run off? What do they look
That
like?
way, and she gestures toward the town.
What do they look like?
Well, it's a start.
Rapscallions, you know, a little bit like yourselves,
Oh,
No.
but a little furrier,
like
furrier, you say?
Furrier.
Okay.
with little ears. She does like a wiggle above her head.
Were they monkeys, perchance?
Yes, that's what they're called.
Ah,
Okay.
that would do it.
Hey Margot, how do we where do monkeys like to go?
I don't know, but let me see if I can find out. I'm gonna try to use my candy charm.
Ooh.
But because it's a secret, nobody knows I have it. It's wrapped under the many layered belts on my arm. And I'm using belts in like the like woven belts, like indigenous Aboriginal woven belts, so it's not too thick, but they cover my arm, so the candy charm is under there because I know people will try to eat it if they find it.
For kids,
So
man.
I'm gonna pretend I'm listening really hard, but I'm using my charm.
Margot,
to
what do
see
your
if I
wolf
can-
ears hear?
Yeah, right. Do I hear what the monkeys say?
Yeah. Okay. So, I think this is like, because it says here far away, but it's like I don't know how well you can specify it. Maybe it's a little bit like when Superman is trying to listen for important things, and like he can hear everything, but the ones that are very like the people he has to go save, those are like those rise up to the
Louder.
top of his. Yeah, exactly. So it's like you hear lots of like hustle and bustle about the town, and then you just hear like throw it higher, throw it higher. I got it on my tail. Just like what are clearly the monkey kids like playing with these rings, like catching them with their tails as they're like running around.
I hear the monkeys.
Great. Let's find
Is
these
there
monkeys.
any indication other than them playing with something like that has elevation? Is there like maybe sounds around them? Like maybe other fair things or
I
fair
think what it is, like,
noises?
if you keep listening with your charm as you grow closer, you can like narrow it in. It's
Okay,
like
so we have to go through the.
yeah, like follow the sound probably.
Okay.
Which you gotta go find them anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Is anyone
gonna.
coming with you?
Yeah, tell Rowan that I do hear the monkeys. And I what my wolf ears hear is monkeys throwing the rings.
Uh,
Question mark.
I'll go with Ed. I mean, shoot. I'll go with Marco. And like maybe be like, oh, maybe like, oh, Ed and Nine, you can. We got these rings. If you
All
want to
right.
help.
Well,
That hippo seems to be painting a
Having a
watermelon.
hard
It doesn't look
time.
like it's going really very well. I don't know how to fix that
sure.
one.
Yeah.
But
She's just
you know,
muttering. Sorry, they're just
I
muttering
don't
under their
know.
breath. Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
One
Let's.
thing I could think of for helping with the watermelons is what if you dyed the water? But I'm just
But then all the
Then
watermelons would
all
be
of them would be
blue.
blue.
all right.
That's okay.
I'm sure we can
find
think.
these.
I'm sure
Yeah,
we can
you
think of
got it. You
something.
got it.
Yeah.
Let's get these
All
rings.
right. Let's get these rings.
Let's get these rings.
So
Okay.
I guess I'll just be listening and following the road.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, you head through town. You probably head through the central square, where like a whole bunch of stuff has been, I guess, yeah, I guess cleared aside because there'd normally be like stuff all around, and they've like laid out like dance steps along the ground for like people to learn, and I think like some of the new people who just arrived in town are being like shown some of the dances that will be done in this square when the festival begins. You just like come by a bunch of like various animal folk dancing around, um and eventually go into a more like tightly packed part of town. You can actually hear the. I just saw what you posted. Oh, maybe it is a Sonic game. You can actually hear the monkeys without needing to use your charm anymore, like laughing and playing with these rings.
Ooh.
Probably just
So
around a
they're
corner. You'll be able to get the
probably
drop
in the
on them
wandering
because of
shop.
your
Yeah.
charm. They're near the wandering shops, I'd say. They're probably like this map isn't fully accurate, but like maybe around this area, this like dense clump of buildings south of it.
All right. I'm gonna start whispering to Rowan like, I think we're close to where the monkeys that sold the rings are. What should we do?
Uh, what should we do? Uh, I think they maybe we could like trick them or trade them. I have a bunch of like stuff. I have like a bunch of like clock pieces packed away. That maybe I could dig out really quick and they're toss them. I don't know. I guess they're not dogs that'll chase stuff, but like they're shiny. And the
Maybe.
rings are shiny.
We'll try.
Maybe I can change like swap them out. I don't need these right away. Gonna yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I can do
We'll
that.
try to trade them.
That said, Wyatt, how long does it take to dig out hacked things?
Um,
I don't know how that works like mechanically.
I think you would have enough time to do it. Like the monkeys
Okay.
don't know that you're here. You were able to get the drop on them because
Yeah.
you like knew exactly where they were.
Yeah.
Could also try to sneak around them in my wolfskin cloak.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're going for a
Ooh.
trade first, I think I'll resort that to a last measure.
Yeah.
All right.
So I assume I mark off one of these little dots badly. And they dig out these gears and are like,
Oh, you don't have to mark those when you
oh,
use your item. I mark them as a consequence. So like if you got partial success
Oh.
here, I could be like, "Oh, you've lost some of your keys and gears."
okay. My bad.
No worries.
Okay, I will unmark that.
I
So
gotcha.
yeah, I
Do the
think
talking?
I like no, I don't think talking is the solution. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of juggling, and you stay back here. And if they come for me, grab the rings that they leave behind, and just sort of
Sure.
goes out and is like trying to juggle these gears in a way that'll attract the monkey's attention, and also
That's
probably
great.
dropping some of the. I don't know.
That's
I don't
incredible.
know.
No, I love this. Okay. What which action are you rolling here?
This feels this feels more quick and robust than it does skilled and mindful,
Yeah,
I think.
I think
I
so
think
too.
I think yeah. So I just get to roll a 1d8.
Yeah, I'll give you high ground in this situation because
My bad.
Margot used her candy charm to get you here.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Does using items do anything, or is it just like a narrative thing that you can mark off?
It's a narrative thing, and then like if this goes partially well, I'll probably mark that off as a consequence because it would make the most sense.
Yeah.
Margot, are you helping because you were gonna like come in and like pick up the rings, right?
Yeah,
You want to
behind
add your
her.
friendship
So
die?
yeah. So I'll be like she's distracting, and then I'll come in behind and pick up the ones that they ignore.
Okay.
I love to have a delicate touch of juggling some gears for monkey. Okay, so I'll roll
I'm
this.
just like the monkeys. I'm kind of like also watching you as well. Like
Yeah. Okay, so I have the 1d8, and then I also have a d6 from Margot.
Yeah.
It's a 5. That's not
5.
terrible.
Noise.
And then here's a 1d6. And that's
All right.
Oh.
Margot, also give me a d6 roll, please.
Oh.
Alas.
Oh,
No!
These friendship dice rolls are going
These are going
extremely
very
badly tonight.
badly.
That's like
Can the cat help?
this is 1, 2. This is already 5-1 tonight out
yeah,
of
these rolls have not been good.
Alas.
yeah.
Oh man, the consequence that comes to mind for this is really me.
Oh
Oh no.
What you thinking of? What you got?
One of the monkeys notices your candy charm.
no!
Oh no.
But it's like that's
I'm
your like
surprised.
special trinket. I would feel bad taking that from you.
I would absolutely defy fate to keep that.
Oh yeah, you can defy fate. That's true, but also
I
you
would
can fail
defy
that.
fate to keep this candy.
Yes.
What a raw ass move name.
I think what I'm gonna do, I'll make a. Okay, I know what to do here. So you come out, Rowan, juggling these gears and keys, and the monkeys all immediately stop playing and turn and look and are like, wow, like run over to you, like, can you teach us how to do that? Oh my, wow, there's so many of them. How many can you juggle? Juggle more. Hey, juggle one of these. Throws you one of the rings.
Yeah, no, they will do their best to just add whatever in that these
Yeah. And this is
these guys throw at him. I don't know. I don't think it goes well, but it is entertaining.
Can you like what if like they throw you rings and then but like there's a certain point where you can
Disappear
only
them.
juggle
Yeah.
so many things, so you just
Yeah,
start
you
throwing
juggling them
all the
out.
gears and stuff. So you keep the
Yeah.
rings, give them the gears.
Yeah.
Yeah, that being the case, I am going to, as the consequence here, I'm just going to tick off one mark on your keys and gears as you've lost some of your gears. But you do trade, and I think are able to like toss some of the rings over at Margot also. But as this is happening, one of the monkeys who has like a little sash on, like a little red sash, is very much like looks like the monkey leader. Also has a little slingshot on a belt around her waist. Comes over to you and is like sniffs the air,
and says, "I smell candy.
Oh no.
You know, it's rude to have candy and not share."
What is she, a teacher?
When it's convenient.
Damn.
"I'm in charge around here, you know, and everyone's got to give their share of candy." Puts her hands on her hips, does like a big like head tilt upwards.
It's a power move. Okay.
I love this game so much
Um,
already.
How many rings are not being? How many rings have we got? How many can we escape with?
I'll say you got all the rings. Like, you succeeded that roll, even if it was a partial
Okay,
success.
I am going to put on the wolfskin cloak. And would this count as a separate adventure, or would I have already used my breath?
That's a good point.
Is this an
I was
adventure, or
going
are we in
to.
connection?
This has become a mini adventure, and then
Oh,
because of your
okay.
consequence, and I was gonna let you guys shift into downtime after you had finished setting up the festival. So
Right.
unfortunately, you have already
Oh,
used
no.
your spark. Yeah.
Well, I'm still going to attempt to run away while Rowan is distracting them.
Yeah, and you've
Just
got
try
your
to get into
wolfskin
the crowd.
cloak.
Yeah.
This is.
Do you want to read what it does just so everyone knows why it's important?
Oh.
Oh, it
Yes.
makes you become difficult to see.
Baller.
Yeah, you can make this. I was thinking this would be a defiance roll, but you could. Whoa, my chair just did a big squeak. You can make this a action roll if you would like. Because I'm not sure if it would
yeah, if
benefit
it doesn't
you.
work well.
Yeah.
So
this
that would
is what
probably
do you?
be fortitude.
Yeah, that would make sense. And you've got your cloak, which will help you here. And Roan is distracting. So this is on high ground, I'd say. So yeah, give me a 1d8.
Okay.
Maybe. Hey,
Oh.
finally we have a full
Hell
success.
yeah.
At last. For the candy.
For the candy.
So yeah, you just throw your cloak around yourself and book it in response to this.
Not sharing this.
She's like,
Really?
hey, get back here, and like runs after you, but you're difficult to see, and it's misty, and she loses you really quickly, and like slows to a stop and goes, darn it.
All right, I'm gonna try to circle back around to where people are fixing stuff at the fair.
Just shakes her fist. This isn't the last you'll see of me. Okay, back over at the watermelon bobbing game.
I'll get you and your little candy too.
Oh no.
Am I just stuck with these monkeys still? I'm like,
You
I've got all the rings, but do I
think you were
gotta do
able
something to
to
disengage?
I think you were able to extricate yourself from the
Okay.
monkeys.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
I'll
what
make
it
my way
actually
back
is
later.
a bunch of them probably rush off after their boss when she
Oh, yeah.
leaves.
Makes sense.
The boss monkey.
The child
So
monkey
cute.
I
boss.
should
Yeah.
name this character.
monkey.
Let me look at my name list
Who's the
here.
monkey queen?
This is
Monkey
Nova.
queen.
Nova the monkey
Nice.
boss.
Nova
Good.
the monkey boss, monkey queen, monkey
I-
princess. Excuse me.
Monkey princess. I was going to suggest after Greg that like all the NPCs have like alliterative names, but Nova is such a good name.
Yeah.
The name list in this book is very good.
Oh, fantastic.
Ideal. Okay. So there's bobbing for watermelons.
Mhm.
I think 9 looks ahead. Do you think they have acrylic paint here?
Maybe.
Wait.
I'd be. Yes.
Oh, wait. If
What'd
the
you think
if the if the paint dries before they try to put it back in the water, maybe it'll be. We should talk to this hippo. We should talk to this person.
We should talk to this
Yeah, the
hippo.
hippo who doesn't understand how paint works.
So we'll just go up like, excuse me, hi.
Yes.
Jesus Christ
We're
Wyatt.
here to help with setting things up,
Like
and
this
it looks
little
like we
Oh.
could use a hand.
I could. I'm having a great deal of trouble with this paint. It's supposed to make this watermelon blue, but it just keeps washing off.
Have you tried letting it dry before putting the watermelon back in the water, or does that not work either?
I don't have time for that. I have to get ready.
I think you might have to.
Well, what if
I
you
think
could
you
dry
might have
it?
to.
Oh, Ed!
Hairdryer. Hairdryer or fan?
Or the fan. Oh, you have a fan.
You used your fan
Yeah.
already.
Oh, it's only.
Oh, I can only use it once?
Yeah.
Oh, dip.
That makes
I'm
sense.
sorry, I forgot to mark it off. Yeah.
That does make sense.
sorry.
Okay. Hairdryer.
I
Right,
love that.
well-
Yeah. I think
Multi-purpose.
you should go looking for a hairdryer
We
because it's
should.
come up so many
We
times at this
absolutely
point
should.
that
At
it
this
feels
point,
like
it's
you
called-
have to.
It's Chekhov's hairdryer. We have to now.
Hairdryer. I can't believe we're going to fucking like defeat the pirate queen and the monkey with a hairdryer now.
Okay, you stay right here. We're gonna go and find a hairdryer to help with this.
I don't need a
Speed
hairdryer.
dry.
I don't have any hair.
For the watermelon.
The watermelon doesn't have any hair either.
Look, we're
Yeah, but like you can dry other things besides hair using a hairdryer.
Well, that doesn't
I've used
make
it to
any
dry
sense.
paint
It's
before.
called a hairdryer.
okay. Well, then we'll find a watermelon dryer.
Ah, now that would be useful.
Oh,
And just
Okay,
sort of
just-
looks at Nine and is like, with a we're not. It's a hairdryer.
no, yeah, it's a hair. Yeah, it's just no. Shh, they don't need to know. And we're just gonna go peruse these maybe the wandering shops area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have some random stuff.
So you head on over to the wandering shops, which are weird. So it's like a it's not a I was gonna say it's like a strip mall. It's not a strip mall, but it's like, you know, I hate that my immediate pull here is Diagon Alley from Harry Potter. I wish I had a better thing to reference, but you know, it's that like old-timey, like kind of tightly packed like alley full of like street facing like shop like with like signs and stuff, like little window stalls, except the windows are all like blacked out and over. And if you look at them long enough, there's like a little shimmery, almost like spilled oil like across them. And the signs, you know when text glitches in a video game, and it's just like a
Yes?
fuzz,
Uh-huh.
like it's flickering.
I'm
having a hard.
something like that.
It's like the words are like randomizing themselves and are like just keep
I see.
switching.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Now
interesting.
verified.
Yeah. And also next to all of these shops, there is a stall set up, and also several clothing racks. And there's like a big old wagon. On the wagon there is a artfully printed sign that's like a sewing needle and thread. And there is a big bear wearing a suit sitting at the stall.
The bear
tailor.
tailor. The baler.
Yeah, on the side of the wagon it says what's that word? What's that fancy word for tailoring? Or like a tailor.
Like a sartorial something.
Oh, I know that wasn't.
Seamster.
Seamster's a good one.
I'm just gonna keep making bear jokes. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
this is
tutorial
so
relating to
wonderful.
tailoring clothes or style of
Yes.
dress.
It says Ruro's salient sartorials along the side of the
Okay.
along the side
Oh,
of the
yeah.
wagon. I think Ruro
Uh-huh.
also has little glasses like on the end of his nose.
Yes.
Of course. For the fine needlework, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Gotta have the little pince-nez.
Yep.
Excellent.
Honestly.
And
This
yeah,
is
is
good,
sitting there
this
at the
is good.
stall, like looking dubiously at the shops he is sharing a street with.
Mhm.
Foolishness.
I guess we go
mumbling.
talk to Ruro then.
Yeah. He's the only
Hello,
person here.
are you in need of tailoring?
No,
Not-
but
Hmm,
can you still help us with other stuff?
I am a tailor. I'm not good at much other stuff.
Well, at least can you...
There is a cape that might be ripped.
What? Well, actually, yeah, that's true. We might need some help with Taylor or Rowan anyway. But why do all of the stores look like this? Are they broken?
Not broken. This place is unstuck.
unstuck.
It changes.
Isn't unstuck usually a good thing?
No, when you walk on the ground, you want your feet to be stuck to them, don't you?
This is true.
This place is unstuck. Walk into a shop, walk out, walk back in. It'll be different. It's foolishness. How are you supposed to buy anything if you don't know what it is?
We are looking for a hairdryer, so does that mean we can just like pick a door and just keep walking in and out until
Maybe if we just go fast enough, we'll just find the right one.
Maybe.
It's worth a shot.
Hey, you want to split up and go?
Shrugs.
Yeah,
You want to split up and try different doors?
Let's have a Scooby-Doo hallway chase through this strip mall.
Yes.
Please.
I would love for us to do that. That sounds like the best.
What do we roll with?
Yeah, what even is this? Is
Fortitude,
this
quick and robust.
Yeah.
We gotta be snappy. We don't have
you,
a lot of
are you
time.
rolling separately, or do one of you want to like lead
Uh,
and the other one helps?
We
I
could
think
do a
nine.
lead and help.
I don't think that you have you rolled yet. You should lead a roll,
Sure. Yeah, sure.
and I can pitch in.
This would be a guide, right?
Yeah, it could be a guide, or it could be
Ed
Ed.
Just helping, Ed
adding
lending a hand.
his friendship die. Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
I'll take that. Awesome. Okay. So I will roll. What's my ground?
I think you were at even ground here. This is our first even ground because it's a
Okay.
little. These
Yeah.
shops are a little bit tricky.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're
fine.
finding a very specific. You're looking for something very specific.
Incredibly specific.
We sure are. But that gives me 2d6. Yeah, I'll just roll 2d6 and hope for the best. 2.
Let's go.
D6. Roll us and be kind.
Don't suck.
No.
Don't
Oh
suck.
no!
Not
Okay,
kind.
well-
Not kind at all. That's a 2 and a 3.
Alas.
All right.
Yakety sax plays in the background.
So you see a bunch of weird stuff. But I don't know, like the camera would show like all sorts of things like as you are running back and forth.
See a lot of,
but
like,
Bicycle pump. There's a
curling iron, but no hairdryer.
I'm gonna roll. I made a table for this place. I'm gonna roll on this table.
Good.
So we have
love to have some rollable tables.
Okay, thumbnail size,
What?
mystifying books.
Thumbnail sized books.
Yep.
No wonder
What
they're
is this?
mystifying.
A
You can't
library for
read 'em.
ants?
Yes.
Used to be 3 times bigger.
Real quick, I know swarms of bugs is on the lines of veils. Is one big bug okay?
I think.
Oh, we just lost our
What did we lose?
caption spot.
Uh-oh.
It's in vacation. It's
No, that was not. We've been using Atom Caption Bot.
well, I don't know then.
I think we lost Cindy for a second.
Uh-oh.
Oh, was
Who's
it me?
back now?
Well, it seems like it's fine.
It was someone in the middle, but who knows?
Everyone's here.
Anyway.
A large ant person is okay, right? We can imagine.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is like, cute cartoon ant.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say large, I mean like
size of a
terrier
cat?
sized, probably. Yeah, cat sized.
Terrier
That's
sized.
fine.
Okay, a cat-sized ant. That's delightful.
Like
Mhm.
propped up on with a little. This entire place is like ant sized, so you two like shove your way in. And I think the consequences is that you're kind of stuck in here because you can't fit back through the door.
I would like
Shit.
to defy that if we can.
Yeah, you're free to do that. Before you do that, the little ant is like, "Hey, what are you doing in here? You're too big. Back up, back
Sorry.
up.
It was a
You're gonna
We're
crush all my
trying.
stuff."
It was a bigger door than that. We're trying, but it's small.
This is
in
what
here.
happens when you play with space-time.
We didn't know we were doing that. We thought we were just playing with doors.
Yeah, how are you going to defy this problem?
Children have an
with a
amazing
big
ability to
push.
like squirm, I think.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So just going on the child nature of being wiggly.
Oh yeah,
Just be the most wiggly.
Carter, give me a 1d6 also for your friendship
yeah.
die, please.
Okay, yes.
Please, Ed, still be fine.
If you roll a 6, it'll be very funny. Nope.
Nope.
Oh no.
That's a 1.
Oh no.
So
I wonder if we set the record for the most ones in the stream in
it's truly
less than 2 hours already.
Truly, you have rolled a lot of ones. Like that first 2d6 just cursed you.
Yeah.
It's
This has gone. This has gone completely off the rails from like everything that I've prepped. In a way that like is
Listen.
totally fine, but I think is very funny with just like the number of consequences just bringing us further down the track. This is the thing. In games like this, you don't even have to prep anything because the dice will tell you what to do. Okay. I think unfortunately you are both going to have to resist this because I guess
That's
there's
fine.
a guard action, right? But I don't know if that really applies
What if it's
here.
like Ed's fishing rod gets like tangled and stuff?
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, is
Oh
like
no, not my fishing rod.
We can't let it break. That would be tragic.
Yeah, so Ed is outside, but you're like, how did this work? Did your fishing rod get caught on 9 in some way?
What if it's like
Maybe.
a tether so that I
no.
don't get lost?
Oh
running
yeah, I
between
was thinking
forts?
I was thinking tether. I was like, does that make sense? But no, if you also had that idea, yeah, let's go with it.
It's like the this way you'll find your way out of the labyrinth, and I'm like, good, great. Then we run into an ant library. They're a librarian.
Yeah, it's a librarian.
Librarian.
Librarian. Oh no.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Okay. So your consequence then, Ed, is I'm just marking your fishing rod once. But
Okay.
9. You want to try to wriggle out?
Yes, I.
How
super duper
many
do.
hearts are you spending?
I'm gonna spend 2 because
Okay.
I don't want to break Ed's fishing rod. It's important.
Give me a 2d6 then.
I will. Come on. That's bad.
4.
Oh right, it's
4.
Okay, I just saw the 1 and I panicked.
Mood.
You make it out, but I think all this running around has made you exhausted.
Makes sense.
So I'm going to give you the exhausted condition, which is just going to go right here on your sheet. Which is, what is the source of your exhaustion? Lower your ground on all related rolls. Yeah, nothing to show for it. You were not able to find a hairdryer, unfortunately.
No.
Darn. We
The
gotta-
source
we
of your
gotta fix
exhaustion
something.
is running.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's yakety sax.
Yakety style shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that's the music that's playing in the background of the entire festival. So
That's the music playing as we cut to commercial break to a cereal commercial. I don't know.
Oh, we could take a break here. I was planning on breaking when we finished setting up the festival, but
oh, bold of you to assume we'd finish.
I
You
had
know.
hope.
Said no.
You had such high hopes, Wyatt.
It
You
is good
had
to have
such
hope.
high
You
hopes.
know, that's important.
I did.
Rolithan said no.
Truly. All right.
What a terrible son.
So, I think I have a funny idea.
Yeah?
In a way that we could hand wave this a little bit because it is a one shot, and I do want to move on to other things. Which is you
Yes,
come
yeah,
back,
let's.
you come back like empty-handed and sad, and the hippo is like, "I did what you said and waited, and it turned out it works just fine." And like plops the watermelon in. You know, paint really doesn't actually take all that much time to dry.
It's just like, really now?
9 is just exhausted, like hands on knees, catching their breath, like, glad that worked out for you. Oh.
Really now, Ed says while he's trying to untangle the fishing line on his rod.
And I think Margot and Rowan probably show up conveniently just at this moment.
With a handful of rings.
Yeah. Oh, my rings! Says the ostrich lady. Very happily takes them. And just in time, the festival's almost begun.
Whew. Think we should check in with Greg to see if that covers us for the dock?
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
I don't want us to have to keep working through the rest of the festival. It seems like fun, and also I'm super tired.
I still want to look for a blue hairdryer.
Don't. Just a haunted look? Do not. I can't recommend it, bud.
Okay.
If y'all head back over to the docks, you find even more ships have pulled in, and also a giant shell. And as you are looking for Greg, you find him. As you look for Greg, you find him like investigating the shell with some other dock workers. And then slowly pushing its way out of the shell is an enormous hermit crab. And Greg's like, no, you'll hurt the ships, you'll damage the ships, don't climb aboard here. Here, come this way, sir, this way, please. Is like trying to, oh, that's not Greg's voice. This way, sir, this way, please. Come on, this way. Like guiding the hermit crab like down the docks, and when he sees you all come, he's like, hey kids, a little busy at the moment. Did you you get some work done?
Think so.
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Good. Well, we fixed up the docks a little bit, and there's some boards for your ship, but we don't have time to fix that. So, you know, be careful. Make sure it doesn't drown, because then we're gonna have to pay for the whole kit and caboodle of digging it up out of the water. You know.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Aye, Captain.
But
Sir.
you should have time to
Greg,
enjoy the festival.
we
Go have fun.
should.
You're kids, after all.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hope you get to have some fun at the festival too. This looks busy.
I never get to have any fun on festival day. All these people don't know how to park at docks.
Ugh. Sorry.
No, not there either. Runs off after this big hermit crab.
I love this hermit crab.
And on that, we are going to take a little break. We will be back at 10. At the 10 minutes on the hour. Does that sound good to everybody?
Works for me.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have to just switch to Stream Voice 2 for our break. And I don't think we can switch over to the music. But
Oh well.
Oh, well.
sorry about that, everybody. This is our
That's all
solution
right.
to technical difficulties, I believe. Our host is taking a little nap, which is deserved. But yeah, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Enjoy your break. Get
All
some
right.
water, hydrate, etc. I'm going to go do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yerp.
Y'all take care of yourselves. See you in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We were supposed to go to Stream Voice 2, right?
Yeah, go to Stream Voice 2. I just realized I was on mobile.
Mm.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. That's the break over with. We are now going to start back up again. Just as a reminder, we are doing this for goofy fun times with friends, but also we are doing this for donations to Black and Pink, which again you can type !donate to check that out. Over the course of this game, we have gotten $10 from More, saying good luck. $20 from Anonymous, thank you. And $25 from Jamie, says, may we live to see a day when there are no prisons of any sort. Yep, hard agree on that. Okay. We are now. I'm gonna delete this clock. It's fine. You didn't fill it. It's fine. The hippo person finished it. And I guess the best way to do this is I'm just going to briefly cover everyone's stuff with the connections moves for a moment so the stream can see them. But yeah, we are entering into this game's equivalent of downtime. It's a little blurry on the stream. I don't know if I can do anything about that. Oh yeah, if you turn it to 1080p, it's visible. You can see it. That's the best I can do. So yeah, I'm gonna throw it to y'all now. You have this big old fair you can explore and all these things you can do. Which what do you want to do? Who wants to go first?
I would like to catch my breath.
Yes, that's a good idea.
I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So that one says, when you find a moment to relax, ask, who is with me? Then narrate your time together and roll fate. So who wants to just chill? Just sit down somewhere for a minute and, like, I don't know, maybe grab a festival snack and just chow down.
I do also want to add that the moon has turned fully blue in the sky, and music
Nice.
has started up in the town square as the dancing has begun.
Ooh. I want to dance, that'll have to wait.
you gotta relax
tired.
first.
Gotta not be exhausted first. Does anybody want to just hang out for a second?
Chill with
I mean, I know I don't want to go because we just did a scene together, but like I think trying to track down the blue seaweed would be a good scene.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but other players should have priority right now.
We can find the blue. See you later. Because I
I was
used to be, you're
gonna-
like super quiet.
Oh, can
no,
you
there
hear
you
me
are.
now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, you're fine.
I was saying I think Margot could chill with 9 because they're not as connected, and I think this could be a good opportunity.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I would love to. So yeah, I think at least for this bit, I'm picturing like 9 sitting on a like bench or maybe just on the floor, like around this square where all the dancing is happening because they want to go dance, but like just
Tired.
don't have the energy for that right now. But it's like at least I can like look at how the dance goes so that I can just be great at it later.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sort of like bopping along. Margot's there too. It's like, oh, do you also want to learn the dance so that we can just be like better at it later?
Than anyone else? Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. You know,
We're gonna know all the moves.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
At
show
my
'em
old
up.
school, there used to be like dance marathons sometimes, and it would just be people in the gym like just dancing for as long as they could, and sometimes kids would faint, and that wasn't so great, but like it was so much fun, and there were prizes. So I bet the festival prizes would be pretty great if there's prizes.
I don't think we had dance marathons at our school. But also,
yeah?
did we go to the same school? Or maybe we're just in the neighborhood. But
Maybe.
I'm totally like I've had a lot more practice on my feet in this world, so I think I can help you with that prize.
Yeah, let's do it. When I can stand again.
I imagine I also did some running from that monkey, so yeah.
It's been you've been busy since your boat shenanigans. This is
you're
your
just
first
like-
time getting some rest.
You've just been hiding from this monkey who's like, "Where's the
The entire
candy?"
time.
I'm gonna
Yeah, she's
find
just
it.
hunting around in the background.
God, that's funny. Okay, so I'm gonna roll fate, which I think is just some d6s. Yeah.
Yeah, it says build a pool. Are you experienced, prepared, or getting help? Take +1 day. I'd say like doing this with another person counts as help. So yeah, roll 2d6.
Delightful. Okay. 2d6, please. There's a
Okay, one of
4.
those is a 4, which
Not a
means you can mark
failure.
one. You can pick one, which is you can clear that your condition.
I'm going to do that. Mm-hmm. We just get some good when I can see the
Here,
conditions.
yeah,
again, I'll
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
Let me
No worries. No,
just
you can
put
leave
this
it up
over
as is.
here.
Yeah, because you can. I can't delete shit anyway. So
That's a good point. Let me find your there. It's gone. Yakety style shenanigans also gone.
yeah, we just get to hang out and unwind for a second, and nobody is chased by a monkey princess. Mhm.
Or by library ants.
Or
Mhm.
or by library.
Librarians.
So
God.
good.
Yeah, that's me for now.
I am going to do something because
Mhm.
during connection, I get to. Okay, so the way this game works as a GM is I get spins, which is fun. I currently am treating this as like the easiest possible like adventure situation. Which like we're messing with the structure a little bit because we did like a mini adventure and now have gone into downtime, but it's fine. It's a one shot. And I want to play this mechanic, so I'm going to use one of my 2 spins, to start a 4-step clock or crescent and tick it once as you are resting, and neither of you notice each other, but we cut briefly to 2 frogs who are dressed, who are in disguise, but poorly. So because they're obviously pirates, but they've dressed themselves in a way to not look like pirates. I think
Costumes?
they're wearing costumes.
Oh my god.
I think they've dressed as
Happy Pirates Day, I guess
clowns.
Wait, what? Why are they? Why? Why?
I think
So
that should have been in my.
Yes.
Oh, God.
so one of them is a big bullfrog lady named Belinda. She has like a bandana, an eye, and like an eye patch, and a big cannon strapped to her back. She has
Oh my
painted.
God.
She has painted the cannon and put flowers in it, so it looks like a giant flower pot. And has dressed in motley. And
Amazing.
next to her is Dennis, who's like a little tree frog guy. He has one mechanical leg that's like a spring, so you can still jump good.
Oh, love it.
And
delightful.
also like pistols in a holster, which I think he has
Oh.
painted to make them look like bananas.
Uh,
And is also like both of them are wearing like all sorts of clown motley, and
can't-
Dennis is just going like, where do you think they are? We saw the boat. And Belinda says, but we can't be sure it's that boat. We need to be certain and find the kids, because if we just take someone's boat, Primrose will get mad at us again. And so yeah, they're just wandering around like looking for the 2 of you in the background as this is going on.
I understand that these are not the Toad and Frog in the upcoming game, but also,
Yeah, one of them, they're both frogs. One of them's a bullfrog. One of them's a tree frog. But yes,
Yeah.
we got frogs. It's frog. It's the
This is like when Disney Pixar like has an Easter egg from the upcoming movie in the current movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the 8-hour frog time slot. The
Frog.
bounty divers find you is what this crescent is going to be named. I wish you could center text on Roll20, but it's
If
fine.
only.
I wish you could do anything good with text in Roll20.
Yeah, exactly.
If only.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to do something next?
Hmm.
In the same vein, I kind of want to do a scene with Rowan. I'm just not quite sure what that scene would be.
Yeah.
Could you introduce Rowan to Ruro?
Oh, right. You do need to get your cape fixed.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
There's a move for that.
There's a move for that?
Mend in the bottom right corner of the.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah, technically the cloak isn't broken, but the fishing rod is, and like
Oh, yeah.
we could
This is
narratively
true, we
also
should-
have not cloak, the cape. We can also have the cape be fixed like in this scene.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry. I was trying to read
No,
the
you're
move
good.
and then everything moved.
Sorry, I was just checking to see what had been damaged. I apologize.
Yeah, no, I think maybe I don't know if Ed like I don't know, because you introducing me to Ruro makes sense for the cape, but not for the fishing rod.
I
He's a
I think-
tailor. There's
Thread
it's
and fishing
thread.
line?
Yes.
Could
Okay.
Yeah,
replace
I
the
think-
fishing line with one that's not tangled?
The thing is he could probably do it. He would be very grumpy about it, is the thing.
Yeah.
In a way that might be funny.
Yeah, no, that makes
that would
sense.
be really funny, actually.
Yeah,
I like this idea.
maybe you go to like introduce me to Ruro and maybe Ron's like, well, what about your fishing pole?
And Ed's like, well,
be
I
fixed
I,
too.
I don't know. It's a pole. It's not clothes. You really think a tailor's gonna be able to do something?
I don't know. It's not like it didn't snap in half, so I don't see. If I had a
Well-
fishing line, I feel like I could probably just replace it, but I don't, and maybe a tailor does.
I don't know. He's the only adult I know here besides Greg, and he's busy, so
Yeah. Okay.
worth a shot. Let's go. God, I love playing with kid logic. It's great.
Also,
Yes.
I just realized something,
Uh-oh.
which
Yes.
is no costumes being allowed, and these guys dressing up as clowns means that clowns in this setting are like an ontological being in and of themselves.
Wait, which guys just wait? Okay,
The
I think I
bounty
got
divers
lost.
dressing up as clowns. This place has no costumes. There are other clowns at the fair, thus meaning that those clowns are not wearing costumes. They just are ontologically clowns.
Oh boy.
Hey, listen. A uniform is not a costume. They have simply
It's
shown
true.
up in
I guess
uniform.
that's true. I
They're
guess
just
that's
at
true.
work.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some joke about Big Top Burger here.
Yes, I was thinking
Absolutely.
of Big Top Burger.
Anyways, let's go fix this
Yeah,
stuff.
Let's find. Let's find Ruro and get our stuff fixed, as you said. Oh my god.
I think as you are like maybe talking amongst yourselves, like as you approach Ruro, he actually notices you first, and like sits up a little bit and says, "You there, child."
Yes, me, Ed.
No, not that
What's up?
one. That one points at you.
Yeah.
Ruro.
Yes.
Your cape is damaged.
Yeah.
This will not do in my presence. Approach.
Yeah. He'll walk up.
Hmm. He He like takes it in his like big bare paws.
Yeah.
And like leans in and squints at it through his glasses and is like, "This is of a fine make. You have treated it poorly."
Oh.
There was an accident. There was an
Well,
accident.
I got blown off
Accidents.
something.
Saved your
Kind of
life.
glances over to Ed.
There was an accident with the wind, and the cape got stuck in a boat. It happens.
Yeah.
Well, accidents do happen, I suppose.
Anyway, can you fix it pretty, please?
Can I fix it? Of course I can fix it.
I was just asking. I
Take off the cape.
Yeah, I'll untie it and hand it. Well, I guess he's already holding part of it, but I will untie
Yeah.
it and let him have it.
He takes it, like, gets out his sewing needle and thread, sits down, just starts quietly getting to work. Completely tunes the two of you out.
Oh man.
There's like probably 30 seconds of awkward silence.
At least.
Ed just sort of scuffs his shoe in the pavement, like.
Yeah. What else is around his tailor shop? I guess. Is there something that?
There's the wandering shops if you wanted me to roll on this table again.
Absolutely. Rowan would go to the wandering shops. Please do roll on the table.
All right, let's see what we get.
I think he just
please
like
make sure you
wanders
don't
off.
walk into one for ants. Please check the size of the store before you
Alright.
walk inside.
Glittery, talkative. Great.
Uh-huh.
I dropped my dice.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not doing that one.
Well, now we know which one.
Pinwheels.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. How many of them?
Lots of them. Hey, there's someone in the shop. Someone in the shop. There's someone in the shop. Someone's come to buy us. Just immediately.
Oh, the
I think-
pinwheels talk?
Yes, I got talkative on my table.
Glittery and talkative. Are they like those? You know the silver ones with the like flecks of different silver.
Yes, I think so. There are various like fans, but not like not like a room fan where it's like, you know, you hit the buttons and it spins, etc. It's like
Yeah.
a flappy fan, but they're just like
Folding
moving.
fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're just like attached to like an elaborate setup that's like
Mhm.
a like pump system that the person behind the shop is like manning with their foot. To keep the wind blowing, to spin the pinwheels, because the pinwheels can only talk when they're spinning, when like wind is flowing through them.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh, that's so fun.
love to see it.
So cute.
I think the owner of the shop is like a clockwork, like automaton person.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We love to see it.
Rowan is like very excited and doesn't know what to interact with first. These pinwheels and this whole setup are very fun, but also like, holy shit, that's a clockwork guy, and I also have
And
a little
you are-
tiny
yeah.
clockwork guy.
We should introduce
yeah.
each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're like, how did you do this whole setup at the automaton, I guess, as these pinwheels are still just chattering away.
I think the automaton was spacing out a little bit, and like perks up and moves in a very like jittery way. This is Yawn the automaton.
Yawn.
What a name. What a name.
Rhymes.
And yeah, they like perk up and say it was much work, but it was fun.
Man, they're just like, I think they're like looking, like, you know, squatting down or whatever and looking at stuff while still talking to them. So like, Where are you from? I learned all the stuff myself, but I've never seen. And
Head
just
tilt.
yeah.
Where are you from? Is there like, because it
Where am
would be
I
fun if you were
from?
from the same place. Yeah, where did you learn? Where's the
I don't
clockwork?
know.
Was there like
Oh.
an island like known for this sort of thing?
Ooh.
Maybe, yeah.
What if there's like an archipelago and like each of the
Yeah.
islands is a cog that like fits with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
others?
yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
fun.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
cool.
Um,
Um,
um, thinking about names now.
yeah, me too. I'm like Googling cog related words.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking for synonyms for gear, but
Archipelago.
we'll see.
Archipelago.
Pinion, cogwheel, cog, sprocket.
Oh, sprocket's fun.
Sprocket.
Shout out the Jetsons.
How is a tusk
I don't know.
a synonym to cog?
I guess
Wolf?
the little things that stick out, maybe
I guess
people call
tine,
them
ratchet,
tusks
ratchet,
because they're called
ratchet, coil.
teeth normally.
They are teeth. Tine is
Yeah.
a more fun word for sure.
Yeah.
Wheel, circuit,
Sprocket
The
just
teeth.
came to mind.
Sprocket is. Let's go with
gyre?
gyre.
Ooh.
Sprocket
Like
gyre.
gyration. I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
let's just go with gyre because there's a fun like double entendre there of that also being like a whirlpool.
The pinwheel wheels spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you also from the Gyre Archipelago?
Not originally, but recently. Yeah.
That counts. I too am from there. It is a pleasure. Hand like sticks out.
Yeah. They will like shake this robot's hand very excitedly.
Their return shake is very measured.
So are these pinwheels like automata too, or are they?
No.
No, they're magic.
They are pinwheels. Yes.
Pinwheels. Are the pinwheels still talking?
Yeah, this entire time as this conversation's been going on, just like pinwheels muttering in the background, just a chorus of little voices.
Yep. Like if you've ever been around
Ooh,
like
from the gyre? Oh, what?
A daycare full of like 3 to 5-year-olds, and you just zone out.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think Rowan will like squat back down in front of these pinwheels and be like, where are you from? Essentially, like just having a time in here.
Where all pinwheels come from.
Pinwheel factories?
It's a secret.
Oh, that's so sinister.
Ed, who has just walked in the door of the shop because he got tired of waiting, just sort of hears the pinwheels and turns around.
Grandpa Simpson walks in the door, puts hat on thing, takes hat back off rack, walks outdoor.
How much of a secret? Can I trade for it?
Buy me and maybe I'll tell you.
Looks at the automaton. How do I
want to go on adventures? Sorry, what was that?
Oh, the Rowan will look at the automaton and be like, "How do I buy a pinwheel?"
What do you have to trade?
Once again, I guess just starts I have just starts like pulling keys and gears out of their pockets or whatever that are left over from like the ones they gave the monkeys. I have these. I have these weird knots that let you teleport. I think.
Points at one of the gears. I need a replacement. That will
Yeah.
do nicely.
Yeah, is this the right size? Do you need something else? Do you need? I probably have a couple that are this size. I don't know. I can look.
For one pinwheel, one gear.
Okay.
The math equals out.
That is
Okay.
just math.
Yeah. It is math. Rowan was also
The
trying to be nice,
exchange
but
has
they're
been
not going to
done.
get in a fight with the robot about like equivalent exchange.
Yeah.
Listen, this place is a barter economy. Whatever matters to the people trading is the thing that matters to them.
Yeah. I will. I will. They will get one talking pinwheel.
I'm gonna
That-
make you an item card for this talking pinwheel in the background as we continue.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Ed, outside, I
Yes.
believe you were going to get Ruro to fix your fishing rod.
Yeah, I think as he's like starting to wrap up on the cape, I just sort of like clear my throat awkwardly and go, So I know
Yes.
you said you're a tailor and you do clothing things, but I have something broken that needs fixing and I don't know who else to go to.
What is
Unless
it?
you know, and so he just sort of pulls out his fishing rod and with the tangled line. I know it's very much not clothing, but
No, it is not.
No?
Aw.
I think this is probably where you roll mend.
Yeah, to try and convince this bear to fix my fishing rod.
What stat are you rolling?
God, it might be the stat that I don't have.
Oh,
Because I'm not
no.
sure how else to like convince. Because like I assume here it's like trying to talk this bear into helping me, and that seems like whatever the charisma stat is, which I believe is spirit.
Yeah.
Alternatively. Is there a way to do it with insight instead?
Skilled and mindful. You could make an argument to try to convince him.
Yeah, or like, I don't know, could I offer to like trade something? Could I Or maybe the tack here is Ed just going, look, I've never had to. I know how to repair this. I've never done it before. So like, if you could, I don't know. You're good with thread, I think. If you could just help me like unwind this and then re-ravel it, that would be super helpful.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay. So I guess
on a 1 to 3, you still clear one usage.
Okay.
So there's no way to fully fail this. The question is how much he's willing to help. I actually only think it's damaged once anyway. Yeah, so it's fine. But roll regardless. Roll, give me a 1d6.
Okay. That is the Twitch chat and not the Roll20.
Oops.
Big oops. Big oops.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Like how many ones have we rolled?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just taking another shot of my root beer for this specific drinking game.
8 ones. 8 ones.
8 ones.
Oh my god.
He he helps you. He like holds a finger out. Is like, I don't know how you unwind thread. He helps you do it, and at the end of it, he says, "Now you know how to do it."
Yes. Thank you. I promise not to bother you about this again.
Hmm. It's good that you want to learn things.
Thank you. I try.
Hmm.
I've had to do a lot of that recently.
That is what being young is.
It's profound.
It's very profound. I think that's probably a good
Yeah,
place to
and
stop
then
that scene.
Rowan comes out with this pinwheel that's like, hee 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 hee. I'm free!
The world is my oyster.
I can't find. I've been. By the way, I just want to shout out GameIcons.net, which is where I have acquired all of the icons I've used for these little equipment cards, but they do not have a pinwheel icon, so.
Aw, dang.
Disappointing.
Well.
It's okay. I'm just gonna write. I'm just gonna write on your sheet. Talking pinwheel with weird vibes.
Weird.
Oh.
Also, I feel very called out by Miver in the chat, who says it's a secret. AKA, I have no idea. I couldn't improv an answer in time. Oh,
Genevieve.
Okay. Oh, that's Genevieve.
Uh-huh.
What was?
Hi, Genevieve. Okay. Who's next? Also, I'm gonna request that we aim for ending the connection phase at the top of the hour, so we can end on a bang at the very least.
Yeah.
So should we each do one individually, even if we did one with another person?
I'm personally good to not do one since I also just had the whole pinwheel scene.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Margot should still do one though. That feels.
The people who have marked their trinkets may also, by the way, want to do open your heart.
True.
Which we could have a Margot Ed scene, and then you both do that and try to heal each other's trinkets.
Yeah.
Aw.
I think that would be
Okay.
good.
What was that?
Okay, let me actually pull up the text for that one. So, okay. I am somehow on the wrong page. That's
It
fine.
says, when
I'll
you
just use
share
a
your
role
inner
play.
world with someone, ask, can I trust them? Then roll fate. On a hit, you see each other's feelings, recover 2 heart. A 6+, choose 2. On a 4 to 5, choose 1. And then there's like a list of things.
All right.
Oh, and if they reciprocate with kindness, they benefit from one of your chosen outcomes. If you met the clear section of a condition, you might remove it or advance it, blah, blah, blah. So this being Margot's scene, I guess it would be Margot opening her heart to Ed, if that makes sense for you, Margot. Not to like dictate the scene, just like
know.
mechanically that makes sense.
That feels
You can do
nice
whatever
with
you
the-
want.
With the like.
Wondering how it comes up though. But...
Yeah.
That feels nice with the
Yeah.
friendship between those
Yeah.
two though.
I'm now going to close this because it's in the way.
Yeah, I mean, the specific friendship between the two of them is that like, it was. I remind you of someone. Who is it?
Yeah. A wolf that I grew up with when I was like spirited away here. That would make sure that we all ate and kept pushing me raw food.
Aw.
Just like your preferred raw kelp.
Uh-huh.
Habit.
Oh God,
So,
is it then that like that Margot gets dragged on the let's find the seaweed quest?
and then I start tearing up because I remember my old wolf
Oh.
brother
Oh.
No.
that I had to leave behind because I had to find you guys.
It's very sweet. Oh no. Oh no.
Extremely imagining Ed in that like panicked way when like a friend starts crying and you're like you don't know what to do with your hands and you're like oh no, a person is crying, what do I do?
Hey, it's okay. Look, we still have the rest of the night at the festival. I look to tell you what. If we find some good seaweed, I'll buy you a nice piece and maybe
We can cook it. It won't be gross and slimy.
yeah. Yeah, and maybe who knows? We'll play with some of the fair games and see if we find one with a little wolf themed prize.
Aw, thanks.
He's like, oh God, thank God. Please stop crying.
I just imagine like when you see little kids crying and they just wipe the snot on their arm.
Yeah.
She does that, but like on the wrist that doesn't have the candy charm.
Of course.
Of course.
Would you like to give me a 2d6 then, Margot?
Okay.
Okay, that's a
That's
5.
good.
So you
Ooh.
get to choose one. So your bond strengthens, gift them a memory you hold, mark 2 segments of friendship. You share an eventful moment together, capture a memory about it. They see dazzling wonders where others won't. How do they show it? Recover an additional heart, or their care bolsters you forward. Recharge a trinket of your choice.
Okay, so I think I'd recover the candy charm. What is the +2 to friendship thing?
That's a mechanic that we're not worrying about because this is a one-shot.
Okay.
Eventually you can get your friendship up where your friendship dies at D8, but we're not going to get there tonight.
Okay. But I will add 9 to my sheet because of what we did previously.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you're just gonna clear your charm. This like cheers you up, and I don't know. The charms are magic. They're like connected to your emotions, so it's like your charm. Does the candy replenish?
But I mean, I'm not
I guess you
eating
don't
it.
eat it. No, you're right. You don't eat it to do it. So it's just like I don't know. Regains a little bit of its luster.
Also, do we win the dance competition?
Oh, that needs to happen. So there's a thing. I don't know who. I don't know what passing wisp info dumps this to you, but there is a legend that anyone who dances the longest, like dances up until the festival's end, when the moon is lowest and bluest, will receive one wish from the moon.
Ooh.
Oh.
But
Incredibly
does it
powerful.
count if we started later because we had a rest?
Wish.
I think there'd be like,
We like pick
how would
up a
this work? Because
candle or
I
something.
want you to be able to do this.
There's just like chill dance time before that, and then someone's like,
Yeah,
okay,
there's like
the
a
wish dance thing
yes.
happens
Official.
now.
There's a dance that like starts and it's like if you make it the whole time, it's like I don't know 2 hours or something.
Oh my god.
If you're able to throw your whole self into this dance, by the time it ends, by the time the clock strikes midnight, you get a wish from the moon.
Nice.
All right, come
But
on,
that we
Ryan.
can.
We got this.
Yeah, that's just like an adventure roll, I think.
Should these go in the reference Twitter?
If anybody's
Oh.
doing that, please.
Some of them probably should. For the stream, Kris has just posted a GIF of
that
just
kid
Child
dancing
in a
in the
ring.
this kid in shades and like a button up just absolutely tearing it up on the dance floor.
All I can think of seeing this because of Allie is the Donkey Kong started from the bottom now here.
What?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's a it's a Bluff City thing.
Gotcha. Oh, I'm behind. Okay.
It was in the wrestling game they played. It was a while ago.
Oh, yes. Okay.
yeah.
Uh-huh. I know. I remember.
Did you start
Anyway.
as E4? Or
What was that?
even though now we're better friends? It's 9? Nine and Margot?
That's a good question. I normally you fill it up slowly, but also this is a one shot, and also that was a really sweet scene.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
D6. Let's go.
So I'm gonna be a fan of the players and say it can be D6. We're
Waha.
I like
Nice.
how different our word choices is. I was so confident with champion.
Yeah,
You
so do
got
we
this.
see the two of you gearing up as like the festival really
Stretching.
Yeah, getting ready.
Gotta flash my wolfskin cloak. Make sure we're all loose and ready.
9 is like tying her braids up into an even more elaborate like thing so that they don't swing around and hit people.
Oh god, yeah.
Maybe that should be an offensive weapon.
No, that is against the sportsmanship of the art form.
All right,
We're gonna win this on pure skill. We're gonna win this
Okay.
on vibes.
I'll tie down my cloak with some belts.
Nice. What the hell do we roll for this?
That's a good question. It's probably
Good math.
fortitude, right, to dance?
Or
Or
can I make an
spirit.
argument for spirit?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you have one in either
You're
of them,
putting,
like.
it's like one thing to be able to like, yeah, physically anybody, like lots of people can move for 2 hours straight, but to dance with your whole heart
Yeah,
for 2
for 2
hours,
hours.
okay? That's
I want Kris. I have never wanted someone to roll a 6 more in my life.
I know. Rolithan, please look, Rolithan. Destroy me in the rest of the games I play for the next week. But give me a 6 now, or 2 1s because that's a crit in this game.
Oh yeah, or 2 1s.
Oh.
Yeah, this is
Wait, we got 2
Oh
at
shit!
the
Those
beginning.
ones from the beginning should have been a crit.
Oh shoot!
We
Alas.
forget.
I love to remember rules 3 hours into
Ah
this
crap.
game.
Oh well, whatever. It's fine.
It's fine. We're
It was
doing
funny.
now.
It was funny, and
was
it got
funny.
us here. So.
Yeah, it was
It was
great.
extremely good. Okay.
Damn,
So
we would have
I'm
been
rolling.
on track if I had just treated that like a crit.
We would have been golden.
Anyway.
Perfect and beautiful.
Okay. I take it Margot is helping.
Yes,
We're dancing together. You're
absolutely.
trying to get here together.
Okay. I would also like to try to draw on a memory.
Yeah.
So that's
How does your
Morbid
memory connect with this?
So John, your memory says when you scour your heart's depths for the will to move on, ask what memory do I let go of, describe how it relates to the current situation. So the memory that 9 currently has is sitting on the roof with my best friend looking up at the moon. And I think here it's
It's the
Margot
moon.
and
Oh, that's
Of course.
very good.
yeah, we're all looking up at Wyatt.
Mhm.
And so now it's 9 and a new friend, Margot. We're doing this together all underneath this cool new blue moon.
You look up at the
Mhm.
sky and it's my face in the moon, like the baby from Teletubbies.
Oh.
No.
Just looking down at these kids like, sick.
There's
So
By the way, the moon in this world has like an even more visible like man in the moon type situation going on, like
just is the moon
tall, like
facing Loki?
slender shape of like vaguely a person on the like surface of the moon.
Every time, yeah. Every time anyone like does anything with like specifically a person in the moon, I just think of like the DreamWorks kid, like
Yeah.
with the fishing pole.
It's like this one is slightly eerie, in that the like shape is a little bit too elongated, but you know, it's fine.
It's fine.
I feel safe.
Totally fine.
Listen, we got Weird Moon on a bingo card. I feel like we gotta lead into it.
Okay, so I'm gonna let
You
go
got
of
Weird
that
Moon, and then
memory.
also the moon is gay, so you know.
Yes.
Weird moon, gay moon, nice moon.
Weird gay moon.
So
all the
really, it
phases.
is you, Wyatt.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
We got all the phases. Delightful. Okay, so I'm gonna let that memory go.
Okay,
I'm gonna get an extra
3d6.
die. What's my ground? We did study it.
You're
we did
good.
study
You're a
it.
dance champion.
We're
Even.
dance champions now. We studied the art.
Yeah.
While others were fixing things, we studied the dance.
Art of dance.
Do I get D8? Am I on high ground?
I think it's still even because it's dancing for 2 hours straight. Like this is hard.
That's fair. Okay, so this is
Yeah,
gonna
even
be...
for a kid, it's hard.
Like not a lot of people succeed this and get the moon wish. Like it's a big
true.
deal.
Okay, 3d6 then. Come on. In. Oh.
Okay.
2 sixes.
So I know
That's not a
the
Christmas
game.
game.
I know the
but-
game's rule is 2 1s. However, there is a optional rule that I can decide exists right now if I want. That says you get crit
You're the moon.
when any 2 die results with the same number.
Yeah, you're
or
the moon.
count as
You
rolling
decide who gets
doubles.
the wish.
I mean,
And
you could
also
also
you
just
rolled
flip.
2 6s.
Yeah, you could also just flip and say that this counts because we forgot the ones earlier.
Yes. You rolled 2
yeah.
6s. I'm so happy. I'm so pleased.
So yeah, no, fantastic. I love this.
However, hey, 2 things happen because I'm spending my other spin.
Yes.
Oh.
So, I'm gonna say probably, and also like this is 2 6s. One of those 6s was Margot. Hey Margot, roll your d6, to see if you roll a 4. So no consequences. I assume this is both of you dancing together.
Oh yeah.
Because one of those is your friendship die. Like you both fully succeeded here. I love that one of the other 6s was the friendship die. It's great. Love tabletop games. I assume probably Ed and Rowan have like after having their own like festival adventures have like converged here to like cheer their friends on probably. And as the clock nears midnight, the music picks up and grows more and more frenetic. I've decided there's a clock tower as we see it click closer and closer to 12. Suddenly in the distance, there is a like accompaniment to the music being played in the square. And the moon is lower and lower in the sky to the point where it feels almost like you might be able to reach up and touch it.
Cool.
And the accompanying music grows louder. The dancers are falling one by one until the 2 of you are the only ones left. Like, just like flopping off to the side, just too exhausted to continue. You 2 are just going, like dancing frenetically, like whipping around. Music grows louder and louder. And suddenly, people on the edges of the square start, like, shouting. And there's a little bit of, like, panic and people yelling, "They're here! The traveling parade is here!" And swarming into the square are people in costumes. There's a like someone in one of those like skeleton onesies. There's a boy all covered in like paper bags. There's like someone wearing like a werewolf costume. There's like a big bat wearing a cape. There's like mummies, just like every like there's lots of people wearing sheets. Just every imaginable Halloween like generic Halloween costume, non-branded, that you can think of, just starts to swarm the town, and they're like small and human shaped. Like they're very clearly kids, or like shaped like kids anyway. You cannot see behind any of their
Shaped like
masks.
kids.
Shaped like a child.
And just start like running around, like whooping. A bunch of them are playing instruments. I'm imagining a very like dance macabre style, like swinging violin
yeah.
song. And people like some people start running. Some people immediately get caught up. Some of the people who were like too tired to keep dancing like spring up and start dancing like again, as if like they were given new
Possessed.
energy, that as if possessed. And all of the members of the traveling parade start cheering your names, Nine and Margot, as the moon
Oh my god.
fully like becomes closer. And just in the distance, we also see Belinda and Dennis being like, "Hey, I think that's them."
Oh.
Oh no.
But the person on the moon, or the man on the moon, seems to shift a little bit, and almost like a play of shadows across its surface, and a voice echoes across the square in a way that makes everybody stop for a second, as it says, "You are the questants who have been seeking to save me, are you not?"
Uh-huh.
Is music gone at this point?
Yeah, I think the music cuts out. The voice like almost has a silencing effect on everything else.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were trying.
Uh-huh.
This is one of the few places that I am close enough to commune. You were clever to come here, the moon says, assuming that you did this on purpose.
We all make eye contact
Yes.
of like,
Sure, Ed says.
Yeah.
good job, Captain. Stage whisper.
It was an accident. It was an accident.
Shh, don't tell him that.
And brave and resilient to win the contest. Not many do. This is a place where I still have power. And thus, well, future festivals may not be the same if something is not done. I can still grant you your wish. Margot, 9, what do you wish of the moon?
Holy shit.
Can we talk about this real quick? We were really caught up in the dancing and not really thinking about what am I gonna wish for. Can we,
He doesn't know. They don't know what to
uh,
wish for, says the girl in the skeleton onesie.
Oh god.
Like quick. Okay, everybody, quick, huddle in, real quick.
I imagine we are. Wait. Well, I was about to say, are we still dancing? But probably not.
Yeah. The dancing has stopped at this point.
Uh-huh.
Our legs are shaking.
Wish for bigger boots, says the boy covered in paper bags.
Paper bag? What? Okay,
I was thinking,
okay.
would it be too much to wish for the moon to save himself?
Yeah, can we wish for the moon to I don't know, not be stolen?
I feel like if the moon could,
Do that. They
I
don't.
think if
He'd
the
already
moon
have
could
done it.
do that, it would.
But
Yeah.
maybe he needs our help. Maybe we need to help him
maybe-
wish it.
Yeah, maybe you can only do things
For other
when it's
people?
wished.
Okay, okay. So we just gotta like word it in a we'll help you help yourself kind of way.
Yeah.
How about this? How about this? I wish we could catch. Hang on. So like this is going to be an out of character question, but do we know that the moon is being do we know why the moon is disappearing?
I don't think so. No, this narratively to me in this like more long form story could definitely be the point in time where you
Where we
learn
find
though.
that. Ooh.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I mean,
That's fun. I didn't think this would get to be revealed in this one
Could
shot
we?
stream.
What if we wished to like?
Know why the moon was disappearing?
Yeah, like if we could go to the moon and see what the moon sees, maybe we could see what's happening, so that we would know how to like help
Ooh.
fix it and tell people down here how to help
Mhm.
fix it, because they just don't have the moon's point of view of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bet people down here would help if they could or knew how to.
Mhm.
so is our wish now to visit the moon?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is my wish. Is that
Okay,
okay
we
with
should
everybody?
Yeah.
we should make sure we have a way back.
Well, I mean,
I do
can we just like ask the moon, like, can we go up to the moon real quick and then you just drop us back down here?
want to point out Margot also has a wish. You get two
Oh.
wishes because Margot
Oh,
won
hell
as well.
yeah.
You both did it.
Get it. All right, sick.
So
Okay,
should
so
we one to get up and one to get back?
No, I think we can
Taxi.
if we specify I would like to visit you for a day. Like that should
Yeah.
by implication gets us back.
You
So
can
then
just
we can
visit
spend our second wish on something else.
because it's visit, not stay. Like,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
a day is smart. Yeah.
Children lawyering shit. Love this.
Yeah, these kids just like murmuring amongst themselves and being like, how do we
Every
not
now
get
and then,
stranded?
like looking up from the
So what do we
huddle.
want to do? So we want to go to the moon and come back. Then what do we want to do? Or what do we want to do before
Then
that?
What does Margot want? Do we want to waste a wish on fixing the boat? Is that a wish?
Yep.
'Cause we
If
can
I
go-
were to
already have a
do
way to
that, I
fix
would
it,
wish
right?
for a hairdryer.
That's true. They have been very hard to find.
I would be so happy if
can't
you
believe we
wished
had
for
to
a
ask the moon for a
hairdryer.
hairdryer.
A cordless one, so that you don't have to worry about where to plug it
Yeah,
in.
battery powered.
Well,
Solar
we'll wish
battery
for a
powered.
hairdryer.
Wait, no, lunar battery powered.
Yes,
There's no sun
lunar
in this
powered.
Lunar
setting.
battery powered hairdryer.
The moon is bright enough that plants still grow, though, so it's fine. I'm sure you could power.
Yeah, well,
batteries.
because
Doesn't matter.
the problem is I don't. Well, admittedly, this is not my wish. This is Margot's wish, but like, there's a question I, the player, know to ask to be dramatic, but I don't know that us, the characters, know.
Oh.
Which is, if we want to reveal it to the stream, is who is stealing the moon?
Yeah. See, I thought that might be a thing that we could like. We go up there, we get to visit, we see that, and like find it out right at the end. It's like, oh, that's a fun cliffhanger.
That is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta wing you guys going to the moon. I wasn't expecting that.
It can happen at the end. That
That's
way
true.
you don't have to
Also,
worry about
wasn't
it.
expecting that. Okay, yeah.
All right,
Look,
so
either we gotta go
one
to the moon or the
actual
moon's gotta come
plot-based
to us.
wish and one blue hairdryer. Dinner-based.
You are
Yes.
okay.
Blue hairdryer is also plot based.
Yeah, just different plot, you know?
It's actually.
I mean, because otherwise it'd be like, I don't think Margot would know what else to wish for.
Yeah, no, this is true.
a real front of the
I
month.
am down with
Wait
that as a
for it
wish.
I
until
love it.
after we visited the moon.
Yeah.
I love this.
So you finish your little huddle.
hmm
Hmm.
Have you come to a decision?
Says the moon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My wish is that me and my friends, the four of us, can visit you for a day. Maybe after the festival, You should have fun here too. Everybody seems pretty jazzed that you're here. It's really special. We can tell.
And I
It
want.
is one of my favorite festivals.
And I want. I'm gonna she's gonna take out her hands and really, really count it down. It needs to be blue. It needs to be lunar powered. It needs to have batteries. It needs to be. How do you measure the strength of a hairdryer? Really, really powerful and really, really hot hairdryer.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There is a rumbling, and then a pop, and you are holding a hair dryer exactly as to your specifications. The moon seems to
You tried
dim.
turning it
The light of
on.
the moon dims slightly with the effort it seems to have taken to produce this hair dryer.
She
Oh.
stole some of the
Are
blue
you
from the
okay,
moon.
sir?
Holy
It
shit.
is no matter.
Are you sure? The moon seems less blue, and that seems like the whole point of this.
The festival is coming to an end.
Oh, so
Now,
soon?
you wish to visit me.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it can wait till the end of this.
There are limitations on what I can do. If I
Oh.
were to simply pull you here, it would harm you.
Oh.
However, you have recently acquired a vessel. There
We have.
are
Ooh.
certain moon blessings I can perform that would allow it to ride through the air and the aether to me.
Flying boat.
Boat. Flying boat.
Yes. Are we all just
With this-
super hyped about that and then remember, oh,
Yeah.
it's not our boat though.
Wait, but if we went to the moon, there's no way Primrose could find us.
Primrose does have an airship.
I don't know that.
You
Ed
don't
doesn't
know
know that.
Fair.
It's
I mean,
true.
you might. I don't know. It's a
we
blank
didn't know
space.
that this
I don't
was
know.
a
I don't know
mothership
how much.
before
Yeah,
we took it.
it's true.
Yeah, if we didn't know this toy boat was a real boat, I don't think we would know that there's an
true.
airship.
Yeah.
That should work. We do have a boat. It's right over by the docks. There's a hole in it, but I don't think that should be a problem for air.
If we're sailing through the air, we're not gonna. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
You can't
Oh my
sleep
god,
in
I'm
air,
going to get
right?
to sail on the.
A beam of moonlight, of blue moonlight, shines down on the docks in the general direction of your boat.
Oh god, Greg is going to have such a fucking time.
Sorry, Greg.
And then the moon again continues to fade and pull back and away. The traveling parade immediately is wait, holding their arms up to the moon. And yeah, I think his final words to you are,
I hope to see you soon. I hope you succeed.
We do too, sir.
Me too, Moon.
Thanks for coming to visit. We'll see you in a bit. We gotta go figure out how to air sail a boat.
Yeah, you just got
I
a
mean-
boat not even 8 hours ago, and now you're switching to sailing in the sky.
It's just like how do I steer? Wait, no, hang on. It's gonna ride through it all different. Oh no.
Lots of quick
Just
I don't know
plans.
how to steer like this.
hand on Ed's shoulder, heavy as the head that wears the captain hat.
I don't even have a hat.
Oh, we should find you one.
Yeah,
It's
maybe we
done
can
yet.
ask
Let's go
Greg
get
where
Ed a
he got
captain
his
hat.
hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good hat.
Um,
Any
There is-
consequences for the frogs in costume?
yes, I'm about to
Uh-huh.
get there. There's a moment of. Oh, the consequence is the traveling parade arrived. That was my other spin. That was always the thing. No costumes were allowed because they attract the traveling parade,
Oh no,
who are all in costume.
they do seem mischievous.
Since
But
it's
yeah,
in
there is a
shape.
moment. There is a moment of silence after the moon begins to draw away, and then over the hush, there is a sudden shout. Hey, that's not even your ship! As Belinda the bullfrog stands up
No.
above the crowd and points her big cannon at you as the
Run,
flowers
run,
fall
run.
out. And I have changed the name of the clock to The Bounty Divers Catch You.
Yikes.
Oh no.
Oh
Run,
no.
Skip.
run. Go.
Quick, get to the boat.
Quick,
Get
to the boat, to the boat.
Everyone shoot the boat.
Hey,
Go.
Wyatt, what does this pinwheel you gave me do?
It talks.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know,
okay.
what do you,
I
what
have a play.
do you think it does? I mean, it could
I
help
don't
you
know.
do things. I don't
I
know.
got a play.
Oh, we
I got
have
an
the
idea.
rope. We have the knots.
What's your idea?
Yeah, I have an idea. Okay,
You do.
so my spark that I have is called Brio, and it says once per adventure, which was a structure.
Yeah.
You can roar and startle even the biggest creatures.
Ooh.
Either have them recoil, focus on you, or be distracted. So I can like buy everybody else time to like get away.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, we're all just like, oh, scatter, run. And then before Belinda can fire this cannon, 9 is just going to like, feet in like a wide stance, grabs a whistle from
Power
underneath
stance.
their poncho and just like blows it so loud. Earlier I Googled what animals are frogs afraid of. Exact. Frogs have many predators. Animal predators include birds, fish, and reptiles. This sounds like this whistle sounds like a hawk or something.
Yeah,
It's just like,
that makes sense.
right? And so I want to frighten them so that they are just like frozen in shock. And then we can run.
Yeah, they just immediately. What do frogs do? Oh, I know what frogs do when they're scared. They don't do that. They just like throw up their arms. I think Belinda's like throat sac does a big like panicked ribbit. Dennis like scans the I was about to say tree line, but you're in a
Town.
village. Scans the like horizon and is like, "Boss, I heard a hawk. Hit the
Quick,
deck."
Get to cover. Get to cover.
I am also making a reach the boat clock, which I am going to, or Crescent, which I'm going to tick once just for free because of that. Because yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So yes,
You
have
give
them
everyone a
recoil.
head start.
And then when they're not paying attention to us, we disappear to the crowd.
However, it is hard to move about because this entire town has suddenly been flooded with mischievous children in costumes.
Mhm,
Who
Are the
like
monkeys still around?
the monkeys
Would
are
they
still
notice
around.
The
They are
banana.
they are another. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's fun.
Well, the moment you mentioned bananas, I thought.
Yeah, no, that was my thought too. I was like, oh, bananas, huh?
I was just thinking of something clown-like that would be fun to disguise pistols as, but no, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, is there a way to like? I guess that could just happen, but I mean, it's more fun if you're able to like cause that to happen in some way.
I think there's a way we could do it if we just sort of like kite around the area and like sort of
Throw it.
draw
I
them
actually,
together.
I'll do you one better here. So as you all take off, immediately like the various members of the traveling parade are like, "Ah, leaving so soon? We're supposed to be having fun. Come on, get a costume on." It's just, like pulling at you, like tugging at you as you're trying to run. Um, let's see, which of you? I'm just gonna
No
roll a
time.
d4.
Moon business.
Um, Rowan, the one of
Yeah.
them that grabs you, this like I'm gonna say another like sheet wearing like ghost kid. There's no eyes behind the eye holes in the sheet.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Uh-oh.
Don't like that.
That seems fine.
Don't like that.
Just wanna pop that down there.
Yeah.
Hate
And then
that.
as you are running,
Just keep going. Not
there
gonna think about
are
that one.
as you are running, I think like maybe you slip down an alleyway and then suddenly the monkeys are there. Nova the monkey princess with her hands on her hips again and says, "Thought you could escape us, huh? Not without that candy."
Wait, candy? There's candy?
She hasn't told you about the candy either. Not only is she skimping out on me, she's skimping out on her friends. Folds her arms.
We don't have time for candy right now. There's clown frogs with bananas and flower cannons coming this way. We gotta go.
Bananas, one of the monkeys says. I haven't seen a banana in a long time. They don't grow here. Shut up, we're trying to get the candy.
You could get a banana though.
Yeah, there was
You
more than
could
one.
get a banana, and they're a lot bigger than this piece of candy, I think.
And there's more
You-
than one, which it sounds like how much candy there is. I don't know.
Boss, we could share. Yeah, bananas. I like bananas more than candy anyway. And I think the question here is like her troop is beginning to be convinced, but the question is whether you can push her over to agreeing.
You have to support the rebellion.
Uh-huh.
You got a mutiny on your hands, princess. What you gonna do about it?
One captain to another.
who's rolling here?
Sounds like an
It
S.
doesn't. It's unclear in the book whether multiple people can help, but it does make sense. Like multiple people have like added onto this.
Mhm.
I was about
don't
to
know,
say I
what-
should do the roll, but then realized I don't have the charisma stat, so maybe not me.
I think only one of us
Only
has
one of us
charisma.
Yeah, it's
does.
only
Yeah, we're at
9.
Real's the
charisma
only
light
9?
party.
Oh,
Nine's
no.
the only friendly one in the group.
Like, we can help, and that gives you more dice, right?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is this
is-
tender and valiant, or is this skilled and
Skilled and
mindful?
mind-
I think this
yeah,
is skilled and
mind-
mindful.
This is mind games.
This is a sway roll
Yeah,
if this was
thinking-
Blades in the Dark.
Wait, okay, sure.
Going after the bananas definitely isn't tender.
Yeah.
No, this is true. This is true.
Because they're not real
Okay.
bananas, also. You're tricking
Yeah,
them.
they're pistols,
Oh, we're being
right?
incredibly rude to
Yeah.
these monkeys. Okay, sure.
I think you should give the monkeys guns. Personally.
Yeah, but
Also,
they're gonna
I
be
think
like, oh, bananas,
Actually,
and just
I
go
think I'll-
crunch.
I think I do want to show is that the frogs at this point have realized that it was a fake out and have like begun to come after you again. And as the traveling parade tries to get in their way, Belinda like holds up her big ol' cannon and like fires it, and just like boom, like a big torrent of water shoots out. These are water guns.
I see. I
know.
see.
Okay.
But like blows some of these like kids in costumes back. Paper bag boys. Paper bags are all wet. He's very grumpy about this.
Okay. In the interest of time, because we are almost the last half hour, I think I'll take this roll.
All
I'll
right.
help.
So I'm starting with
we'll help.
one die for insight, and then
Yep.
how many additional assists?
1 from 9.
One for
Mhm.
Margot.
All right.
So 2d6 then.
3d6, right?
3d6. 3d6?
You're rolling insight, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and
I
two
have one
people are
insight.
helping.
Oh, you get a base 1 die. Okay, 3d6 then.
Yeah. This is even ground. Yeah. Convince these monkeys. I don't think you have a specific advantage.
All right, let's
Yeah, what allows you to roll it.
let's roll them bones.
Hey,
6.
one of those is a
That's
6. Nice.
Dog.
Hashtag banana.
Love to have the help of my friends.
Margot,
Hashtag
9.
banana.
Please each give me a d6 also.
Oh boy.
Eh.
Bad.
No.
Both are not good. Mm-mm. We're tired from all that dancing.
Yeah.
Our legs are still shaking.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's what it is.
Oh no.
I like my instincts keep pushing me toward that candy charm, but also you did convince them to get away. So yeah,
It's fair.
Do you think are you both exhausted? I'm also wondering because another of these is scared, and I guess Rowan was the one that saw that there's something more going on than these just being kids in costumes. So that would make they would be the person to most likely take this condition. But yeah, the other conditions are angry, alone, moon touched, awkward, exhausted, and scared.
Might be exhausted.
I could see scared of the frogs, right? Like we just hear like a
Yeah.
like boom
Okay.
behind us, and we look and just see like a bunch of kids just get doused with a water thing. We're like, oh no.
So I'm going to
That doesn't
give
sound like fun.
Margot exhausted and 9 scared. The frogs.
All right.
I can remember that.
Love to be scared of frogs.
However,
I would be
this was
terrified of frogs in clown costumes. Not a fan of clowns.
You know, that's fair.
That should have been one of my things. I don't want in the game.
I think at this point the traveling parade has like pulled off has like harried them enough for their like clown accoutrement to have mostly fallen off, and they're very obviously just pirates now. Complaining about not good costumes, etc.
I totally thought that the consequence for them was that they would be whisked away when the other costume people would leave. But
I mean, maybe we'll see. I mean, they at this point, like the monkeys like run out and start hounding Dennis for his guns. But I think Belinda just barrels past and leaving him is like, "Hey, don't leave me!" Is like trying to fight off these monkey kids. And it's like continuing to try to rush after you. But you come out of this alley and you come out in a scene of, I think, where are you right now? You're heading for the docks. The angle's not quite right, but maybe you had to go up, and then you're going like up and around, because I want you to run into Ruro one last time, being hounded by some of these costumed kids, being like, Taylor, make me a costume, make us all costumes, we need more costumes.
Oh,
Just being
Just having a
extremely
really bad
bothered,
time.
just having a bad time. He's like grumbling at them, like doesn't want to hurt them. They're kids, but is like a big bear, is like standing there not knowing what to do.
Ruru, come with us. We're running away.
Oh, I have my wagon and everything.
It could probably fit on the boat.
it can
Pretty big
definitely
boat.
fit on the boat.
I don't want to run anyone over.
It can help.
How?
I start picking up various clothing items.
Okay, you run over and help him like load up his thing.
Yeah.
Let's see, what's another movie monster? A like child in a like big like rubber Frankenstein mask.
Mhm.
Like comes like hurries up to you or like hurries over to you and like tugs on you a little bit and it's like, "Hey, come on, stop. You're ruining all the fun."
Taylor's
Um,
closed.
Nothing's closed on Blue Moon Festival night. It'll be open forever.
Yes, it is. Now please go away.
We'll come back tomorrow.
Sorry, what? Forever?
Forever.
Oh.
If we complete the ritual.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think the tailor's closed. Let's go.
The what? Complete the whom? Oh no, this does not bode well.
Yep, we're closed today. We'll be back tomorrow. See you then.
So it seems like you're trying to win over the traveling parade with bureaucracy and rules.
You say that. as if it's not
Yes,
a good
something
thing.
this parade clearly seems to care about.
I think this may be our first low ground roll.
Eek.
Uh-oh. Big uh-oh.
Can Ruro help? Is there a thing like normally in like blades, a specialist or whatever can increase your effect on an action, but I'm not sure if there's something for wisps in this game like that.
Think,
I know there's like
longer term, yeah. If you
Yeah.
have like connections with wisps, then you can like spend them for extra dice on rolls, but we don't
okay.
have that yet.
So it goes.
That's a one shot, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, what are you gonna do here?
I'm gonna keep packing Ruro's stuff and try
I
to
think
move him along.
we could probably turn this into a fortitude roll instead if
Yeah.
it is about just like strong arming them.
Yeah,
Like
just strong arming them and like doing this as quickly as possible.
Shoving them away.
hmm
yeah. Because like Ed's whole spiel about we're closed, sorry, is just him babbling and trying to buy time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So Margot, do you want to give me a fortitude and then Ed is helping?
Okay. That would be 2d6.
Yeah. No, we're on D4 because it's low ground, I think, at this point. These kids
yeah.
are persistent. Hey, one of those is a 4.
That's good.
Wait. I'll let you keep the 4. One of them is a D4, the other one's a D6 because friendship die are always D6.
Okay.
Your relationship with Ed is good. Okay, well it didn't
Well,
matter.
it's at least a little bit.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
still 4. So success and a cost. I think the cost is I'm just gonna tick up. The bounty divers catch you, and it's on low ground. So this is a serious risk.
Eek.
Which I think I am just going to advance a crescent 2 phases.
Ooh.
So they're catching up. However, reach the boat ticks one more time. So we're at 1 and 1. As you
Love to see it.
push everything in. The kids eventually are like, you're no fun. We gotta go. We got work to do anyway. Come on, guys.
Yes, we're
Gonna
boring.
get,
Please leave.
Hello. Actually, this is fun.
Uh-oh.
I just realized this is a moment where I can reveal this. Hey, who is being the most like shovey with these with the traveling parade?
Maybe Margot, since she
Yeah, that makes
initiated
sense.
Margot,
I think like you end up pulling off the
Oh
the Frankenstein kid's mask. And
no.
underneath
Oh.
is a shadow.
Uh-oh.
Is just the shadow of a child. And he says, "Hey, give me back my face!"
Gonna throw
Don't
that
like
right
that.
back in his face.
Love this.
Catches it, staggers back slightly, puts it on. It's like, it's rude, to take someone's face.
Sorry.
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep packing shit and trying to leave.
I think that's when he's like, you guys are no fun.
Sorry about your face, bro.
You're gonna regret not staying. This is gonna be the most fun place in all the land when we're done with it.
Oh no.
It's just
Like I
one
said,
more
we're
Friday.
boring. Goodbye.
But I feel bad for the town. It wasn't our fault, but it kind of was.
A little bit,
The
It's
frogs
fine.
come
Maybe
in
you
here.
can loop back around to this place one day.
Yeah.
Someday.
Please continue this game
But
later.
yeah, the traveling parade appears to be made up entirely of the shadows of lost children. So that's fun. Or the lost shadows of children.
Fun in quotation marks.
Yeah,
We're
you get
just
everything.
running away, and Ed is like, I don't want that to
Yeah.
happen. I like my face. I like my face. I want to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really get into like our shadow stuff, but yeah, another time.
Yeah, I was hoping. I mean, we almost got there with 9, but at this point we're running low on time.
Hmm.
Yeah, the shadow stuff in this game is cool. This is a cool game. I would love to play this game more. I really like it. Anyway, we're almost done, everybody. Everyone's piled into the wagon. Like I think Ruro carries it himself. Is like a big bear man. Doesn't have actually. Bears have a pretty high top speed.
Oh yeah,
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 they can fucking schmoove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like cinches this like to himself. Yeah, apparently a brown bear's top speed is 35 miles per hour.
They can fucking move.
We got this.
So he like straps this to himself and he goes, and like the carriage just starts rolling through the streets. A bunch of these kids end up like getting out of the way. However, Belinda barrels out of an alleyway and like side tackles the cart, and it like swings to the side and she just like clips it. Maybe like one of you like almost falls off, but someone else like grabs and pulls them back up. But and then we see like up on the rooftops, Dennis like hopping along, guns in hand, like shooting little water blasts at the two of you. As you have this
I wonder if
final
it's water
chase.
balloon grape shot.
Yeah, basically. As you are, yeah, this final chase toward the docks to get to your ship. And they are going to catch up unless someone does something to slow them down enough for you to get there.
Hmm.
Can we, as we're running, tie all of whoever's got wayward knots, tie those together so that we can just like throw a lasso at the ship and then like, kind of like do like a whip on it, and then just like, because the wayward knots say that you warp from
Yep.
one end to the other. So just like everybody hold on, just like swing the rope, and then poof, we're all up on the boat.
Yeah, I like that. I like us finally using those wayward knots.
Chekhov's ropes.
Chekhov's ropes.
I mean, I
Who
can
else?
use my breath to like run to the other end, I guess.
Ooh.
I can get
Oh
to,
yeah.
like, there
Yeah, because you got that
securely.
back. Yeah,
Mhm.
that'll switch you from that'll raise your ground for sure.
That would be great.
Yeah, so I can like guarantee that the knot gets where it needs to get.
Rowan, do you want to add anything in? We haven't gotten anything from Rowan in a little bit, or is Rowan just like real scared after everything that's going on?
We're sleepy?
Uh-oh,
Oh, do we-
Xander?
Uh-oh.
Do we?
Did we lose them?
Uh-oh.
Did we lose a Xander?
Oh no.
Oh
If they've
no.
been muted or something, that's oh dear.
No, the mic's on.
Hmm.
I can't believe the parade got them. Oh no.
Oh no! They were spirited away in the spirited away
No.
world.
I like visually, just so we can finish up here. I'll say that like Rowan has probably got pretty freaked out from seeing the shadow underneath. I don't know if it was like
Mhm.
got more
Fair.
technical difficulties haunting this time slot.
Yeah, it's
But
It's the parade
It sounded
that
pretty
messes
late.
with us IRL.
yeah.
So it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Regardless, Margot rushes forward, holding the ropes, does a big toss, I presume.
I'm no. My intention was to like not toss it, but to actually run onto the boat to make sure
Oh,
that
okay.
like there's no chance of missing.
It not
That
landing.
makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, that feels like high ground then, because yeah, you can do that, and like you've gotten into a good enough position where it's like difficult to fail, you know, like you're using these good magic objects, etc. Are you doing this solo? Is anybody helping? Are we getting a 9? Like getting
I
the ropes
imagine I
ready?
take the knots from
Yeah.
somebody because I don't start
Nine
with
knows
knots.
how to
Right.
Nine knows how to
Yeah.
tie
You're
all the ropes together so they
seahorse
don't come
driver.
apart. I'll help. Totally.
Oh, that be a 2d6?
You're
1d8, 1d6.
Well,
Oh
okay,
no,
still
okay.
a success.
Whoa.
We're fine.
Partial
A
success.
Still a success.
A success is a success. We'll take it.
Roll
If that's all we
your
need to get to the moon.
Yes.
roll your
I'll
friendship
my-
die.
Also a 4.
Okay, 4. So you are implicated in the consequence here.
I sure am.
Okay. This was high ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't know where it spins. I can't push this. I'm just going to combine these again, sort of pushing the rules a little bit, but I think this is an interesting consequence to end on since I had already foreshadowed it. You don't throw this rope. You jump onto this boat with this rope. There is like a what's the teleportation look like?
Oops.
I like to imagine that like there's this light that sort of travels from one end to the other.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And it's good enough to take a whole wagon along with it. Ruro looking very confused and a little bit scuffed, a little bit like his clothing has seen better days after like all this running around and just being teleported. His hair's a little ruffled and out of shape. And he's like, oh my. And down below, Belinda and Dennis are like, what? Ah, the old rope trick.
Classic rope trick.
And almost as if it senses your haste, your desire to get out of here as quickly as possible, the ship begins to rise the moment you land on it. And
Ooh.
Dennis does a hop and tries to reach you and maybe like clings on to the side for a second. Has his little sticky little sticky hands. That actually may be a better Maybe a better consequence, him just clinging on.
Oh, we don't see.
Oh.
We gotta stow away.
Mm-hmm.
He hops
Yeah,
into the
he,
boat
like-
under.
Oh, he
like,
wriggles in through the
under-
hole.
Just jumps right in there, and we didn't see that. We don't know
Nah.
what's down there.
And down below, you see the kids dancing in the town square as the moon grows further away and a shadow falls across it and falls down, sort of stretches down, almost like the moon road does, across the town in a long, slender shape as the traveling parade have begun or completed. You actually don't know. Like, you don't know what the final goal here is, but it seems like they are summoning the shadow of the moon.
Oh no.
And so, as you fly up into the air, you see the shadow of the moon stretching itself across this town that you leave behind.
Oh. Oh no. We're gonna have to fix this.
Oh Lord. Oh no. I
It
don't like
wasn't
that at
our
all.
fault completely.
It's fine.
It
It was the frogs.
entirely. It was the
We
frogs.
just
It was the
left them
clown
here.
frogs. They lied about being clowns.
It's true. It's all their fault, and Belinda will be left behind to deal with the consequences.
Oh no, poor
Oh
Belinda.
god.
No.
But you did it. You reached the boat. Bounty divers didn't catch you. Well, one of them kind of caught you, but you know, we'll
Don't know that.
we'll have to
them.
imagine. And
As we
I
sail
guess
for the moon.
I think the show would probably have you all being on like space adventures for a little bit before you eventually reach the moon, probably at the season climax. But let's skip right there because our final shot, and I might like zoom back and let you guys like do a little like epilogue stuff for your characters if you want, but I do want to have this shot of you guys landing on the moon and seeing like completely out of place, absolutely bizarre in this like magical fantasy land, just this massive tower that is like very clearly like mechanical and like, well, human made, person made, and there is a big logo on it that is like a prominent like tech company logo from back home that you remember and haven't seen in a long time, as the realization hits you all that it's Earth that's trying to steal this place's moon. That they've already come here and have built some kind of horrible like electromagnetic tether and are pulling away the moon.
Is the company SpaceX?
Space Y.
I was honestly,
Space Y.
if you had asked the moon, like, who's doing this? Who's trying to take you? It was like, I would have to hold back everything to not say a man by the name of Elon Musk. But,
What a villain.
You know, it's the Saturday morning cartoon like evil company like logo, etc.
The logo like has just like a frowny face in it for some reason. It's like a terrible logo design, but this is a Saturday morning.
Yep.
It's very jagged. See, the thing is it has like what's that thing where you see faces and things? Is it pareidolia?
Pareidolia?
Pareidolia? Yeah,
Something
it's
like
one of
that.
those. It's like they didn't try to make it look like a frowny face, but if you kind of squint at it, like it looks kind of like a frowny face.
Or there's like there's this shout-outs Canada, Canadian sci-fi show called Continuum, and in the capitalist hell future, there's a tech company that owns everything called Sad Tech, and I'm like, what? The
Incredible.
founder is
Oh,
named
never.
Alex
Incredible.
Sadler, like his last name is Sadler. And I'm just like,
That's so
of all
funny.
the things to call a company, why Sad Tech? Like, it's so
That's really
silly,
Because of his
but it's
name.
good.
What marketing team would have let this go?
Right? It's like, why was that allowed? But also great.
Hilarious.
Oh.
So yeah, that's been Crescent Moon. Do you all have any final like shots or things to say about your characters? We've unfortunately lost Xander, so we will not get one for Rowan, but
Sadness. Pour one out.
pour one out.
Well, I mean,
Throwing
it
out.
probably depends on like how we save the moon or how we stop the shadow moon. But
Mm-hmm.
like, do we just live
Hmm.
happily ever after in this world after saving it?
I don't know. I mean, we could leave that part open.
Mm-hmm.
We could just end on this shot and have it be like,
Yeah.
end of the season.
who knows, this, and
To
then the
be
show gets
continued
canceled, and
in the
everyone for
next
years will
season.
be like, how did they stop the moon?
No.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
It
kidding.
got canceled and then they like rebooted it 20 years later.
Mm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mhm.
When someone was actually like,
I
no, I really
can't-
want to do
There's,
something with this evil billionaire plot line. Let's go somewhere.
The 90s D&D show was an isekai and got canceled before those kids ever got home, and that's what inspired Kieran
Yeah.
Gillen to write Die, because he was like, whatever happened to those kids that got stuck there forever?
Gosh.
It's a fun fact.
Delightful.
Hell of a series to be inspired by a 90s cartoon, let me tell you. Hell of a story. Anyway, I can't believe to see what the Kieran Gillen XP in this universe writes.
All I want is for like Dennis to join our crew.
Oh, absolutely, he
that's
joins our crew. Are you
fun.
kidding me?
That's
Like this is
fun.
some
Yeah, this
Kipo and
is-
the Wonder Beast sass
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
This grumpy frog who you eventually win over.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Aw.
good. Yeah, you got Ruro and Dennis. Ruro extremely disgruntled about being taken into space. Oh, we also absolutely would get a shot of like Primrose taking off in her airship after you.
Mhm.
Dennis has an
Yeah,
arc where
space
like
fights.
Primrose starts to catch up and he has to choose between his new friends and his old captain, and it's very dramatic.
Yeah.
I bet like the screenwriter in me is like, oh, and clearly like Primrose as the like season 1 villain, eventually there's like a big confrontation with her, but it's like the moon is important to both of you, you know, like this is your place.
We can
It's like
all
you
come
team
together
up,
to fight the
you do a cool
billionaires.
team up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad Primrose never got to be on screen because she's very cool in my head as like a person who like is a kid who got isekai'd like you.
Mm-hmm.
We become friends. She becomes our mentor.
Yeah.
Primrose the teenager who's like grown
Yeah.
up here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, is was like 16 in my head, is like not an adult, is like still a kid, but is like putting on airs of
16
being
is like
an
the
adult.
oldest person we
Yeah.
know.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's like 16. Oh my God, how are you still alive? What?
Oh, hey, hang on now.
Listen, when I was 6, I couldn't imagine. When I was 6,
Mhm,
I
it's
asked my
so-
grandma, "How old are you?" And she said, because we were on a bus, and she was like, "I'm not just gonna say how old I am. I'm a lady." But she was like, "My age has a 6 and a 3 in it," and I was like, "Okay, I got you." And 5 minutes later, I was like, "Oh my God, wait, you're 36?" I couldn't imagine a number as high as 63. I just did not know that wasn't even a thing. Inconceivable.
Speaking of funny kid ideas about age, I think this was when I was still in preschool. I had put 2 and 2 together that like, oh, people grow taller as they age, but it didn't occur to me that like people stopped at some point. So I thought that like Yao Ming was like a century old.
Incredible. That's really good.
That's perfect.
Like I put it together eventually when I saw my grandma and she was like only, I don't know, 5 foot something. I'm like, wait a minute, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, the oldest man alive. The NBA is just where they put extremely old people.
Everyone in the NBA is like a septuagenarian at least. One decade per foot.
Okay, everybody, we should all wrap up and go to
We
bed
should.
now.
This is
It's
the
time,
this
it's
is
time
the-
to go to sleep.
This has
I'm
been
gonna tell
awake too
everybody to go
long,
to
sillies.
sleep. We can mark that bingo card square as well.
I'm definitely
You are all
suffering
being
from the
shamed.
been awake too long, sillies. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, thank
Wyatt, I can't
you.
believe Elon Musk is trying to kidnap you.
It's true. Yeah, he's taking me away right now. Thank you all for joining us for this very silly game that I had a lot of fun with.
Oh,
Tune in
yeah.
next for I believe Frog and Toad get married, right? Yeah. That's fun. I'm going to bed, but I'm excited to listen to the VOD for that one. That sounds like it'll be a
Absolutely.
So that's gonna be what, Belinda and Dennis?
good time. Yeah. Again, bullfrog, tree frog, no toads involved, but maybe
Aw,
they're
dang.
cousins.
They'll be in the audience at the wedding.
Maybe the frog is one of their cousins. Yeah, they'll be in the audience. There's the two animations are made by the same company, and so they do that thing where there's like background character cameos, and it's
Yes.
like, they won't know in the next game, but we'll know. We know.
We know.
Okay.
They'll be there.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Dad.